What's going on, everybody? What's everybody got going on for themselves? I am going to be working night shift next week, and I'm going to stay up a little late tonight to try to change over. So I'm going to try to get on here and see what I can do to try to stay awake and see if I can get anybody on here with me. What's going on? What's going on? So hopefully my night bot will work. I put that on today, and this is my first live since then. So Embarkation Nation, we were in there with her earlier. If you put hashtag clock, your channel should come up. Let's see if Nightbot is working. Scott, nothing really going on this weekend. It's been pretty good. Just went out to dinner with my wife and went out to Texas Roadhouse. But I actually wanted to talk to you. I almost sent you a message. I got news today from Huddle Adventures that 3 of the 4 people doing the Vloggers Cruise are no longer going to do the Vloggers Cruise for the next one. So I'm wondering what the deal is there. I sent Naughty Cruiser a message and just to see what he had to say. And he said, well, he's thinking it's the same thing, but hopefully that maybe some of the other channels will take it over and still do it. But so if you do hashtag dad joke, you should get a dad joke. And I tried hashtag Chuck Norris. You're supposed to get like a goofy little Chuck Norris saying. I'm not sure if that one works or not. Scott, you said you just heard about Tony and Jenny. Yeah, they said it in their live show the other day. But Huddle Adventures talked to Sharon at Sea, and Sharon at Sea sent them an email saying that themselves and 2 out of the 3 are not going to do it. Well, that one was a weak one. Check out, see if the Chuck Norris one works. I'm anxious to see what that one says. I have the tab pulled up on my other computer, and that's in where with the wife sleeping, so I'm not going to be able to get to that one. What's going on, Moonlight? I know you got your wrestling vlog at 10:30. Sorry, I'm trying to stay awake because I change over to night shift next week, so I'm trying to do something to kind of stay awake and at least stay up a good bit of the night. I still got to go in Monday morning just to finish my badging and stuff, and I may be leaving at like 10 o'clock in the morning, going home, going to sleep, and then starting night shift Monday night. So yeah, I would say this time you're going to have, I don't know of anybody really other than maybe the main creators that said they didn't want to do it again. So I'm thinking that you're going to have pretty much all the channels that were on there the first time, and then a lot more, because a lot of people feel like they missed out. But who knows? Because if the big ones don't go, then you're going to get that a lot of the fans aren't going to go and stuff like that. Uh, no, I'm not really excited. It's only a 2 week job, but I got something already lined up after that. It's just I'm doing a nuke plant. Um, I'm going in for an outage, and our part's only about a week and a half, 2 weeks. So we're just putting in a sub panel. So I got to run 2-inch conduit in a crowded little room. This is a power plant that I worked at for 10 and a half years back in the day, but they stopped keeping people year round. So I just took one of the little calls since I quit the other job last week. It's only 6 miles from the house too, so it's not bad at all. It'd be 6 12s for about 2 weeks. So what's everybody got going on? I'm trying to think if I had put any other codes in there for the Nightbot thing. I think that was it though. Just the hashtag with your channel name, hashtag clock for your channel name, and then every 15 minutes it should come up and just say subscribe to the channel. So I'm not sure if it's done that yet or not. I haven't paid attention. Oh, here, I'll put the invite out in case anybody wants to come up. So used to doing that right away because I normally have I don't remember how to paste on a Windows. So used to the we uploaded our premiere for tomorrow. It is my Jennifer first time doing it. Andrew normally does it all that. Andrew needs to come up and give us some dad jokes. Blaine, like I said, all you got to do hashtag dad joke and it'll come up. How do you paste on Windows? I did it the other day. Now I can't remember. That is definitely not it. Oh, I'm going crazy. Instead of being a command, it's control. So if anybody wants to join and keep me out of the loneliness, what's the epic cruise? The Prima with Tony and them? Blaine's funnier than Nightbot. Yeah, he is pretty funny looking. 49 days. I think I'll be getting off my cruise the day you're getting on your cruise. Where y'all going out of? Well, we had uh, we had Moonlight in here. He's the king of the dad jokes. Back to back 4 day, then a 13 day to Barcelona. Yeah, I'd say that's epic. What port y'all going out of? I'll be at Port Canaveral getting on Wonder on April 2nd. Be getting off April 9th. Tampa, other side of the state. Oh, you're on the Pride. Okay. You're on the nudie cruise. Apparently, that's what it was this week. Oh, are you on the one for Helping Hands? What's going on, Najuma? Welcome in. You and Naughty Cruiser. Yeah, the Helping Hands cruise is March something or another. Um, I'm sure Blaine knows. I want to come, and like I said, if Helping Hands is March 12th. Yep. Um, I got to see what's going on because actually it was a it was a thing. I thought I was going to have this job for 2 weeks, and then I was going to be laid off and had to wait like 2 or 3 weeks to go back out to work. But I actually got picked up today for another job, so I will not be off. So I may not make that trip to Helen. Unfortunately, I did want to come, but I can't turn down the work right now. I got way too many cruises to pay for. Yep, my brother's company's looking for people, and he talked to his boss today, and he's like, "Yep, as soon as he's finished at the power plant, uh, tell him give me a call on Monday and tell me what he's got going on, and he's coming right to us." The blessing of having 25 years experience is the main thing. The only thing I need people to understand is I like going cruising. So don't throw a fit when I'm off every couple months to go on a cruise. No one wants to join tonight. The thing should be up there. The link should be posted. Anybody wants to join? My hotel tried to charge me $10 extra for air conditioning in Helen last year. That wasn't cool. Yeah. Trying to work the dad jokes into the Helen. I got you. Andrew, Jennifer, Embarkation Nation. No one wants to join me up here. Blaine, as far as cruises, Blaine, what do you got coming up next? That'll work. Can't stop the wife from working. That'd be 0. Man. Wah, wah, wah. You need to get on the booze cruise. I am swamped. I got Wonder. I'm not swamped like old Scott up there, but I got Wonder. I got Liberty of the Seas in June 29th. It's a 9-day. And then I have the booze cruise in October. Then I have I'll be down in Tennessee in November. How close are you to like Pigeon Forge area? Or you're always moving? I'll be in Pigeon Forge the week before Thanksgiving. We have too many land things this year. I have one that might get booked soon for January 2024. I have to make sure my health is okay before. Yeah, yep. Definitely take care of that. My January 24 is Icon with Huddle and Howie Cruz, and there's a couple other channels going on that one. You good? You good, Andrew? September 23rd to October 8th. Yeah, can't get down there then, unfortunately. September 23rd is my birthday, too. We really love that area. We stay in Sevierville at the Wyndham, has the water park on the side of it. 6.5, 7 hours away. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Andrew, you good?
How's it going?
What's going on?
Good.
Blaine, I am in Maryland.
You're in Maryland?
Yeah.
Maryland.
So I'm 6.5, 7 hours away from, actually, I'm about 7.5 hours away from Pigeon Forge.
Oh, okay.
They're going to be staying in the RV park in Sevierville. That Buc-ee's should be done by then, I would think.
Oh, they're building a new Buc-ee's?
Yeah, it's been under construction for, I think I went down there last year. I think they had already started working on it.
I know they have one built in Florida.
Yeah. I went past that one going to Disney, but I didn't stop. I
Oh
should have.
yeah.
When I get on that ride to Florida, I don't want to stop for anything. I'm like, I have to beat my time.
You have to make a beeline to Disney.
Yep.
How's everybody in the chat tonight? Good?
Lane's the only one talking now. What do Marylanders call their ex-girlfriends? Old Bay. Yeah. Man. You were reaching the bottom of the barrel for this one tonight. Nah, that was a good one. You put Old Bay on everything here. Where you at if you're 6.5, 7 hours away? Oh my goodness. Power just flickered. She gone. Apparently it wasn't meant to be tonight. My man Warmstrong might have to make an appearance later on tonight. I don't know how much longer I have on StreamYard. Yep, understand. Got storms in the area. I really need to learn how to use my computer. Be careful who you sleep with in Baltimore, because she give you a present. Real Maryland crabs. Yep, pretty much. Next time I go down to Florida, I should stop. I should meet you, Blaine, because I stop in Savannah every time every time I go down to Florida. That's my resting point for the night. Then I get up from there and drive the rest of the way to Disney. Baltimore is the syphilis capital of the world. There's a little fact for you. Get a little bit more than crabs. And I am not anywhere near Baltimore. I'm an hour and 15 minutes or so. Poor Georgia. Let's try this again, Andrew.
That was weird. I don't know if you noticed when I looked up, the power was flickering. I was like, what the heck was that? And then the internet went out.
Sure, you just didn't want to be on my live.
Storms coming, I guess. I don't know.
I'll have the wife on my live tomorrow night at 7.
That's 7 p.m.
7 p.m. Eastern. So it'll look a little better.
Okay.
I say that, and then she'll find some excuse not to be on it.
Oh yeah. Sure you did, Jen.
Yeah, sure. Yep.
That's what they all say.
Yep. That electric bill went right to a cruise fund. Either cruise fund or gambling.
Yeah.
Daddy needs to pay the electric bill. What's going on, RV Weekends? Thanks for coming in.
Hey, RV Weekends. Yeah, Jennifer pulled the plug.
Yep. I'm gonna put
Oh my
the
gosh, she
link
has
up
like
there.
all these windows open, and it's kind of like, I don't know if like if you have like a pet peeve of where like they have all the tabs open. I'm just like, oh god.
Well, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tabs right now.
Oh god. Like this is a lot.
Because I'm like, there might be something on one of those tabs I want to go back to, so I don't want to lose it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I can't possibly search that search again.
She has like YouTube in 3 different tabs.
I always have YouTube in at least 2, because I have the regular channel and then I have YouTube Studio.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
She
And that's
said she
only
was
in
working on the channel today. Quit complaining.
9, 10, 11.
He said he's got 15 because he does karaoke.
You got 12 tabs together. 15.
Yep.
15 tabs because
He does karaoke on YouTube. I've actually
okay.
been to one of his karaoke things. I guess you can't. I don't know if you can or not because you're using the same background music, but it's different voices over it. I guess it all depends on that. But you can't do monetized on that, can you?
I'm not even sure. It's so the way they have it, it used to be like 15 seconds you can play, but
Yeah.
now it's like, I don't know. It changes a lot.
I think they said 10 at the on one of the question things, one of the tech questions.
Yeah. Jen's work laptop
Yep,
has about 30 open. Oh my god. I'd be like, that's stressful.
So that doesn't bother me any. What bothers me is having the numbers next to like alerts and stuff. So when I look at my phone, I can't have any numbers saying I have 10 text messages or 10 emails or anything like that. I have to go in immediately and clear it out.
Oh. So you cut out the songs after the live is done. So so you would just add like music over it, or you would mute it. That sounds about what I would do if I was doing karaoke.
So I'm trying to get this right. So you cut out the background music and not the person singing, or else you would just have one blank recording.
Jennifer says she's the same way.
Yep. I
About her.
can't stand it.
I'm the same way.
I'll see my wife's phone or I'll see my buddy. My buddy will have like 1,500 emails. And I'm like, you're going to do something with that, right? He's like, nope, I'm going to put it closer to you so you see it. I'm like,
My
let's go
Gmail's
ahead and
like
turn
that.
that phone over.
My Gmail has like 3,000 emails.
Yeah. Couldn't handle it.
Okay.
Gotcha. So I'm pretty sure RV Weekends uses StreamYard. and I think he uses he pays for it. I think he's got the unlimited plan.
I'm gonna
So
have
I've been
to.
on a few of his because he used to do the after party on the raid parade,
Oh,
and then
okay.
I've joined him once or twice when he was doing the karaoke. What's going on, Lovies? What's going on, Cruise and Koozies?
Hello. Yeah, I'm gonna
What's
have to
going on,
check that
Cruise
out. I'm
Nuts?
gonna have to see how it works out, or check it out next time.
If anybody wants to join me, I got the link posted. If anybody wants to come up and talk, if you want to put your channel name in there, your link, just put hashtag clock in the comments, and it'll automatically night bottle get it for you.
Blaine.
Hey, this chat just got nuts. These nuts in the house.
You know that there's a local shop or something that does like online, and their thing is they sell canned nuts, and it's called These Nuts.
Yeah.
Like they have like you can buy them online. It's pretty funny. That kind of reminds me of that. Ooh, carrot cake. I like carrot cake.
So what's everybody got going on? You say you got a premiere tomorrow? What time's your premiere?
The premiere is on Sunday at 6 p.m. I think it's CT
Gotcha.
because I did it. I think I did it my time. So,
You good to go?
huh?
Got a
What's guys?
got a man in the basement.
How's it
What's
going?
going on?
Hey, how's it going?
I had a few drinks, so forgive me if I sound sluggish.
Sluggish.
It's Saturday night and I ain't got nobody, so just hanging out by myself. But I was noticing your conversation about the live streams and the karaoke and all the tabs and all that. But yeah, you definitely get the copyright uh, notifications that you can't monetize the live stream because of those music copyrighted music. So it's either just leave it be or just cut out the whole segment of copyrighted material, and it would be so much work because if you think about how many songs you sing versus trying to edit every song and add some kind of non-copyrighted song over uh, the material, it would just take too much time. So uh, typically the lives get clicks only for like a few days. The lives are only going to get a click for a few days. So um, you're basically just getting the clicks, and you're not giving the people the music. And I don't think people are worried about it too much, but they're more worried about the content of what you're talking about. But I may be wrong,
Yeah.
because either way, you're not going to make any money on it because the copyrighted material, it's non-monetized.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the choice is you fool them and get the clicks, or you give them the music and you don't make any money.
Yeah.
So do you? How exactly do you make the money off of your lives? Do you get any money? Is it based off the hours? So if 10 people come and watch me for 10 hours, do I get 100 hours out of that?
I'm not sure how they do it, but I know there's money to be made on the views, and if you cut out the copyrighted material, people are going to click on it, and then I don't know what they do. I don't watch people's lives after they're done because it's like watching a football game after it's been done and you know the results. So I'm not going to watch a live. So I don't know what people are looking for
Yeah.
when they click on the live.
The only time I watch a live is so say like if we're going to do a group cruise with a channel and I had to work or something and they're talking about what they plan on doing for the group cruise, then I'll go back and
Yeah.
watch it because sometimes I don't have a way of talking to them or getting a hold of them to see exactly what they had planned. So I'll go on there and see what all they talked about during it.
And to speak to Blaine's comment there, yeah, you get views. Money is made with the ads, but before somebody can watch your live, 2 ads run. So when somebody clicks on your live, even if it's actually live, 2 ads run. So you're getting something there unless, they take it because of the copyrighted material. So I'm still new at it. I'm recently monetized again. So we'll see. But if you look at your analytics in your in your YouTube studio, and you look at your analytics and you look at the revenue on the analytics, it will pinpoint when you upload a video or when you do a live at the exact date. And you can see a marker there. It'll be a marker in the analytic graph chart. And you can move your cursor over that marker of where you did a live or where you uploaded a video. And it's going to tell you how much money you made on it. It's real simple to see. So let's say one day I uploaded 15 shorts just because I had a bunch of, videos on my phone. And I was like, let me punch these out really quick. And it shows you how much money you make on that day on what videos you uploaded. It's very, specific. So it's really cool to see how much money you make, whether it's 3 cents or, $1.50. It shows you what you made on that day. So if you go to your analytics in YouTube Studio and you click on revenue, you got tabs across the top after you click on analytics. You go across the top, it'll say revenue, and click on revenue, and it'll have a graph that goes by the last like 28 days or 31 days. You can follow that graph and it goes up and down. And when you put your cursor on that graph line, and you'll see below it, there'll be like a timeline of the dates, and it'll have a square with rounded corners, and it'll show you, oh, you just uploaded a live or you uploaded a short video, and it'll tell you on that graph how much money you made off of it, in that short time. And let me tell you, shorts make you money. The little shorts will make you money. If you make shorts, they will make you money. Not a lot, but they will make money for you.
Yeah, as long as you satisfy the 1,000 and 4,000, you still make money off the shorts. You don't have. Some people think that you got to get to 40 million, but it's one or the other. And as soon as you reach the other one, you will get monetized on your shorts as well. Correct?
Yeah. Well, once all I know is my experience. When I got monetized back in October last year, and I was monetized for like 2 or 3 months, and I made like $21 in 2 or 3 months. And then I didn't follow through with my tax form, and they demonetized me. And I was having an issue with getting a employee tax identification number for YouTube because I already had one for a side business. I have a side business. I do RV repairs. So I'm a technical technician for RV repairs. So because I had that federal identification number or employee identification number, I already had one established. When I went to do another one, they said, you got to call us. And when I called them, they said, you got to fill out this form and then blah, blah, blah. And it was just like bogged down. And I went on vacation over Christmas. And then I just got tired of waiting. So I just used my RV tech repair business employee identification number and just put it into YouTube. And boom, I got monetized again right away, and they just activate it, set me a PIN number in the mailbox, and then they ask for your account number, and then you verified that they deposited, like 11 cents in your account, and you just make sure that that was authenticated, and then I was monetized again. So we'll see. They have estimated revenue, and then at the end of the month, they'll do a real revenue. So estimated doesn't always translate into real money, but
yeah,
what also I found that was a pain was I'm still experimenting with it. When you use YouTube, they tell you got copyrighted claims and you can't monetize your live on a karaoke. You can trim it out and let YouTube do it, or you can edit it and trim it out on your own via YouTube Studio.
and that's what I think they were just saying. You're better off cutting your lives up and doing it that way.
Yes, so that's what I'm doing now. I actually started doing it several months ago, just letting YouTube do it, but it takes so long. So today I actually went through and cut out about 8 songs on YouTube Studio, and we'll see how long it takes, to render it. But I think that would be a lot faster, because sometimes it takes like almost a day to cut out one song. It's just too long. And by that time, nobody wants to watch your live because it's like 5, 6, 7 days old.
Yeah. See you later, Blaine.
See you, Blaine.
So, Lovey, you're still in here. Do you know how they calculate the hours on your lives? Does it actually go hour for hour? If someone watches me for an hour, do I get an hour for that, or is it like a fractional?
I really don't know how they do it, but what I can do is I can pull up my analytics right now and just kind of look at it while you're, looking at me. I could do that.
Fearless Ramblow's in here.
So I'm at my YouTube Studio, and then I go down to analytics, which is the third tab down on the left. And then you have 5 tabs. One of them says overview, the next says content, the next one says audience, and then the fourth one says revenue. And then that's where you see a graph. And if somebody contributes to your live, it peaks. It really jumps up. Like I have somebody give me like, I don't know, $8 or something, and it jumped up. Really, it spiked. But if I move back to where I did a super show, my RV super show, I can go on the graph. I made 49 cents on my RV super show part 1. And so I want to see how many people viewed that to give me 49 cents. So I'll go back and look at that content and look at the views, and it'll translate to, how many people watched it. So let's see here. I have 104 views. So that's not a lot of views. It's not a lot of views relative to people who are making serious, money.
Yeah.
So if we go back to revenue and look at that again, I made 49 cents on 109 views.
I know. I wish I was monetized when I put up them videos last week.
Well, shorts. I was shocked when the shorts. If you put out shorts, what I've seen, which is, I don't have a lot of data, but what I've seen is I see people take gumball machines, right? A gumball machine, and they shoot hundreds of videos of the same gumball machine dropping out a gumball or whatever, and they'll get 14,000, 20,000 views on it.
Yeah,
and that makes.
It's all on. For me, it's revenues being generated by the ads that are on my videos. And if you realize that if you have a 10-minute video, you get 2 ads put onto it. So that's where the money's being generated. And I've made a lot of money this last month. This is not, but I've also gained 2,000 subscribers too in a month.
Wow, that's a
You
lot.
gained 2,000 in a
I'm
month?
averaging right now on my, I'm like yesterday I got 15,000 views. Today I'm going to be over 20. My highest
Wow.
is 24,000 views.
That's really good.
But it's one video.
Crazy.
It's just one video.
Yeah.
It's one that have over 250,000 views on. So you don't know what's going to hit and not hit, and what's going and not going to hit. I think you're with the RV stuff is a big thing, for sure. So it's just
Okay, here we go.
But
Hey
certainly, I
guys, what's
think,
going on?
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
So as I
Man,
continue on here, the subject matter becomes important to you on what the revenue comes in, and I believe my shed, my conversion of the shed, and then my outdoor ones are getting paid more per minute than
okay,
the.
let me see here.
I have to be
I
quiet
guess
for a
I'll
minute.
do it tomorrow.
I muted him.
Okay, so if you want, so I'm just noticing that my pay per view is higher on the ones that are on outdoor than they are on the cruise, and I don't on the cruise ones. Though I'm getting, I get about 1,100 on the cruise ones. On, I do a cruise video, I do a hiking one, I get a couple hundred. But the revenue is higher per view with those. So like the RV one that you're doing and the outdoor ones, I know that's going to get a higher pay just because of what I'm seeing, because of different advertisers. And that's just something I'm just noticing. I don't know if it's true or not true. Again, I only have one hit. I'm a one-hit wonder. I have the ones with 15,000 views and 8,000 views, 9,000 views, but I have one that went viral, and that's what's making all my money. I think yesterday, if I look at this real quick, made $66.99 on the one video. But that's not going to happen forever. One of these days, I'm going to drop like a rock, unless something else where the bots out there or whoever is deciding what goes out there says, "Oh, George has another one we're going to release." And that's just my thoughts, and certainly, you might have some different ideas. I don't know what you guys have on your thinking.
Yeah, what I've
Is that on a short? That was on a full length video, right?
Yeah, that's a full length video, about 20. It's about 20 minutes long. I get 3 commercials on it, and it's making a lot of money.
Gotcha.
I'll be over. And the thing about it is, when I was getting the 90,000 views, I didn't get paid, right? I'm just, you had to get that. You had to get those subscribers, and that one video gave me 2,000 subscribers, just one video.
Man.
So I think you go through different stages, and you guys know that because I've done the research on that. I know you probably have too. I've probably watched how do you make a good video, and how do you get a video to be successful. And when you watch those videos, there's different steps that you have to take. One is just getting content out, and that's your first. That was my goal for the first year, was just get content. I just throw it out there, and basically you're going to see what sticks. So you're throwing it out there, you're seeing what it is, and you're not going to get many subscribers. My goal was 100,000 views and 500 subscribers in 1 year. I got that goal, right? I hit it, barely hit it. And that was my goal. But then the day after I hit that 500 goal, I went to 600, 700, 1,000 in 3 days, 2,000.
Wow.
I'm right now at 25, 50. I got 40 new subscribers today. So I don't know why, other than the one video. And I've also noticed when people hit that 800 mark where you're at there, it also a lot of people I've noticed and talked to, it jumps, boom, 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 they get you over 1,000. And the way I knew I was hitting it is YouTube sent me an email saying we are now going to put commercials on. And I was at 500 subscribers. We are now going to put commercials on your videos. You're going to go through a test session. That's what they call it. They call it test session. And then it just, as soon as that went for a week or like 2 days when they're testing it, they released it and then it went. And I don't know why. I wish I did know why. I have no clue in this world. My son has done tests. He's at Sparkio. He's done tests where he puts out 1 minute shorts to see how those go. And they're exactly the same. One will hit 5,000 views. Another one hit 100 views.
Exactly.
And there's no thought or reason behind it. It can be the exact same video. As a matter of fact, it is. And he just did that test. He did that test over a period of 2 months to see what would happen. So he plays with YouTube and sees what there is out there.
Yeah, I try to do that too. I try to put add a bunch of tags in one video and just do no tags or a couple tags or.
Yeah,
but
I got a note right here. Reminder: 5 hashtags only.
On a short or on a regular?
On either, because if you go over 10, they just stop using any of them. If you
see, I didn't know that. So I was
good to know. Thank you.
Because I was going. Some people say use every character.
Okay,
and when I use every character, I got like 30 of them.
Okay, in your description, right? I don't do the chapters anymore, and I should. Put the chapters and descriptions of everything that deals with, because it's going to look for words. So it's just like putting your resume out nowadays. You have the electronic resumes, right? You put every word or action word that you want the bots to find to send that resume on. Same thing here. You just have to put the right words on there for it to say, oh yeah, this is a legitimate video. Let's put it out. And that's the hard thing. So if you're looking for more words, that's in your description.
So you hide the stuff in the description as well, and it helps out.
Yeah, you find out what's trending, and you put those words in there. Don't lie about it, because bots know if you lie too, because they know exactly every word you use in there.
I mean, I thought I would have had a lot more reaction to the videos I put out last week and this week from the Vloggers Crew stuff, because I was one of the only ones that recorded that session of questioning. So I'm one of the only ones in there that had all those.
Yeah, and for vloggers, we love it.
Yeah.
But then you have to ask yourself, who else is going to love it?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of vloggers out there. You would think that.
That's what I mean. You have to look at that. Says what is your audience? What is your demographics? I'm just telling. I'm not judging.
Yeah.
Oh, believe me, I'm not judging at all.
Well, there's also going to be a matter of some of their fans are going to want to hear that just because they're talking.
Yeah, like the one you showed tonight was very interesting to me. Right.
Yeah.
I wanted to hear what they had to say.
Yeah.
And,
yes. For me.
Go ahead.
For me, I mean, with all honesty, I was like, I don't want to hear those guys. I know, I have my own set of arrogant thoughts, and that's just my truth. And I'm like, I don't want to hear these guys, because nothing
that you watch all the time, is it?
No, that's the point. I don't know these guys.
Yeah,
no, I don't know. But what I've found is that
I can tell you,
there's no rhyme or reason.
I was less than 500. I was like between 400 and 500. I was one of his subscribers right then.
Yeah.
So I was right there at the very beginning, but he doesn't give a crap who I am, right? We have this really neat community we have where we like everybody, right? Yeah. I love watching your RV videos. I love the way the music stuff you do. I think it's really great. And so you're right. If you listen to what they have to say, notice how he's changed, because he began like we have, right? He goes on his excursion. He's really good at it, but he doesn't do that anymore. It's all about it's news cruising, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't follow him anymore. Every once in a while, if he has a good thing on his tagline of his thumbnail, I will jump onto it. So there's two other things you have to think about when you're doing your videos. It's just not content. The first two things you worry about what is that thumbnail if it's going to catch them, and what is your title, because it has to catch people, and that'll get you at least a view out of it.
Yeah.
I think what I have here right now.
I unfortunately am not very creative as far as working with words and making up good titles.
It's tough.
Yeah.
My perspective is my model is Traveling Robert. The guy started with nothing just to, video log his own life and then let it go. And over 7 years, he gained subscribers just doing what he liked to do, traveling where he liked to travel. And people who are like-minded started to follow. And that's the way I see it. I have a 7 to 10 year plan, and I'm not trying to cater to the fad of what's going on now or anything like that. I'm just going to do me. My only sidetrack is, I met a beautiful girl doing karaoke, and I tend to go over to the karaoke channels because I like karaoke. And next thing you know, you get there and everybody's trying to share content and they're trying to, transfer subscribers. And I'm like, could you stop that? Just enjoy the singing and the music. Quit trying to connect. So I told my girlfriend, next time I do a live, you're not allowed to share people's, whatever links. Stop it. Just enjoy singing and have fun. It's not
Brady
about
brings the whole fan club in with her.
It's too much work. You're sitting here constantly going, share links. So even though it does work to grow your channel, but they're false converts, so to speak. They're not people that are interested in your content. They're just trying to get their subscriber number up.
Yeah.
So
I think you hit a point there. First thing, you have to do what you like, right? You can't force yourself. Are you here for the money, or are you here for enjoyment of what you're doing? And my goal was, I'm doing this because of enjoyment of what I'm doing. I just want to share what I'm doing. Money means nothing to me. I don't need money. I got plenty of that in my life. I do want to share and have fun doing the things I do. And I join in your karaoke once in a while. I don't sing on them because certainly I don't sing well. I'm like the worst singer in the world. I mean, ask anybody that's around church. George, shut up. I'll be happy to. But I mean, that's what you do. You're doing it because you love it, right?
Yes. And to your point, with the video of talking about how to grow your channel, how to run your channel, and the gentleman that was on your today's premiere was talking about, I don't even edit anymore. I just shoot content. Well, I love editing. So when I have to sub out my editing, that means I'm making a lot of money because I love editing. I love telling a story. I love forcing people to look at what I'm interested in. If I see an ant carrying a chicken bone, to me, that's interesting to see a bunch of ants gathered together carrying a chicken bone across the parking lot. To me, that's interesting. So I love the point of making people look at what I'm interested in. And I only want the people that are interested in the things I'm interested in. If you don't like my content, you go somewhere else. So I'm interested in the 7 to 10 year plan. And hopefully when I retire in 7 to 10 years, I'll have, $500 a month from YouTube. I'll be happy with that.
There you go. Yeah. And again, what is your goals on each one of you guys? Is your goal to make money? Do you want to be the Tonys of the world? Do you want to be Don? I think I got in the video because I watched one of Don's videos and it says, I can do better. Exactly what I said. I looked at Don's videos and see how great he is. Everyone loves him, right? He's a really friendly guy. And he is friendly on the cruise and stuff. Nothing wrong with that. You probably met him. I take it. And he's probably very friendly. But he's a travel agent. And certainly that's his goal in life. But I watch his videos and they're on the negative side. So I don't really enjoy him that much anymore. And I think I became a subscriber about 22,000 when I subscribed with him. Again, he doesn't owe me for blow. It's just not, and I know everybody in this community, and that's what I love about it. And so starting all anew is great because, I consider you guys, at least YouTube friends. You know, I watch you guys. You guys show me your love, you know, and your story, and that's what matters. But if you want to do really better on YouTube, it's about studying it, and you guys probably do. I study it. My daughter makes me watch almost. This is how you're going to do it if you're going to do it. My son, he yells at me all the time because I'm always doing it wrong. But I enjoy how I do it. You know.
Well, again, I say my model is traveling Robert. He does what he does and lets the chips fall where they may. So that's the way I look at it. I keep telling my girlfriend that she's so into YouTube, dude. I mean, all the time going to channels and networking and all that. I'm like, just because you have 7,000 subscribers, you're not making any money. That doesn't make you any money with fake subscribers. You want to have people that want to come back week after week, that like your personality, that like the places that you're going and the way you talk about the places that you're at. And that's, you know, I don't care if people like it or dislike it. I'm just doing me. And if you like it, you come along. If you don't, you go somewhere else. That's the way it is, you know, no problem.
Yeah. You know, I want to see you, camping around somewhere, right?
Right. Yeah. I actually,
I want to see you jet skiing around something or kayak. Because I kayak, right? I grew up on a kayak. I'm talking about whitewater kayaking. I don't do it much now, but I used to do a lot of whitewater rafting, whitewater kayaking. You know, I set some records on inner tubing down some class 5 rivers. Believe it or not, I'm in some record books on that. And if I was young, that's what I'd be doing. Who's going to do cruises? I would jump in and do what I enjoy doing, and that's because you're going out and do it. The question is, will your girlfriend or your wife get mad at you for having that camera in your face?
Yeah. Well, you know, I've had a follower say to me, I don't recognize your channel anymore because you're not doing as much camping. I was like, well, that's where I'm at right now. I'm not doing as much camping. And I hopefully will get back to more camping. I have a camping trip in March, and I have a camping trip in August. But, you know, I got a girlfriend who lives in London, so I'm going to London a lot. So that's where I'm at. If, you know, don't, she actually complained on a live chat, and I reached out to her and said, you know, if you don't like something, you can leave. Don't leave a comment like you're not happy. Just leave. And you can private message me that you're not happy, but it's not nice to say something on my live or on my chat to say, oh, I don't recognize this channel anymore. You used to do rock and roll and you used to do RV camping, and now you're doing, you know, Filipino singing and all that. And like, no, I'm not singing Filipino songs. I'm still singing American songs. I just happen to have people who want to sing karaoke, and they're from the Philippines, so I can't control that. And I'm not going to tell them to shut up and don't sing Filipino songs. I'm going to say, sing whatever you want. Just have a good time. We're all about having a good time. And if you want to sing, you can sing whatever you want. Come on up and sing whatever you want. You know, so I'm in a stage of where I'm at, but, you know, maybe I'll be back to camping every week and every month or whatever, but that's just where I'm at. If you don't like it, you can leave. And I say it with all the respect and courtesy that I can give you. You know, I'm not being disrespectful. Just do what you do. You know, you like it, you don't like it, whatever. It's okay. You know, so I lost a lot of people because I don't go around to all the RV channels and watch everybody's content and leave a like and say, what a great video, when it's not a great video. You know, it drives me nuts when people walk around with a camera through a zoo and that's all they do. They just walk around, or they put it on the dashboard of their car and they just drive around. That's not content. I do that every day. I drive every day. So I don't need to see your dash cam video. That's just me. You know, you can do what you want on your channel. I'm not going to watch it, but I'm not going to go on your channel and go, this is the most boring content I've ever seen. You should do this. You do what you do. You know, so I've been on live streams where they're talking about sexual promiscuity and all this stuff. And I'd leave. I don't say anything negative. I just go somewhere else. So you do what you want to do. You like what you like. You watch what you want to watch. And you go somewhere else if you don't like it. And I don't leave a derogatory comment. You just go on your way, you know? So that's me.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty, that's well said.
Yep.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, I do have expectations of making money. But it's like a retirement plan of like a few $100s, like you were saying.
Yeah.
not thousands and thousands of dollars. I'm only worried that my back is not going to give me. I need 12 years to retire, and I broke my back in 2005, and I just don't know how long it's going to let me do the career that I'm in. I'm an electrician, and I'm up and down on ladders all day, and it doesn't like that, especially getting up on a ladder and turning. It does not like it at all.
So are you in therapy? Are you doing any kind of therapy?
I don't do any therapy. I probably should.
Therapy, you should do therapy, and I can share my experience. I have 2 bad knees. I was a little league baseball catcher for 7 years. Then I skateboarded, tore my ligaments skateboarding, motocross rider, then a roofer for all my life. So my knees are really bad. And what I noticed is when I started riding my bicycle, because I can't do high impact, I can't run anymore. My knees are so bad. So when I started riding my bike, my knees, I had a hard time going up ladders. I'm still a roofer. I go up ladders and stuff. But I had a hard time going up ladders. What I found out was when I exercise, lose about 15 pounds, my joints got stronger from the bicycle riding, and I am healthier because of it. I feel better because of it. I have more strength because of it. So I have 2 15-pound dumbbells. That's all I use. 15-pound dumbbells. And that's all I use. And then I ride my bike, and it's made tremendous strides into my mobility and agility and my strength in my knee joints. It really works. It really does good. And I see a chiropractor once a month. It adjusted once a month.
Gotcha.
We've got some quiet time here.
Yeah. I did the same thing for a little while. I was going to chiropractor, and then I was doing physical therapy because I was getting herniated discs a lot. When I was working at the nuke plant full time for 10 years, there's a lot of downtime sometimes, and be sitting in a shop. Well, then I'd come home and I'd try to do something at home, and the littlest things would make me have herniated discs. Like I bent over to put a drywall screw in, or I bent over to get Tupperware out of the cabinet, and it would go out. And they say it's because, so if you're doing something, lifting something heavy, your body braces for it. But when you're doing something unexpected, your body's not bracing for it. So then that's when it gets you.
Yeah, I would throw my back out when I used to sleep in a tent. When I went camping, I sleep in tents. And to get up out of an air mattress, I threw my back out doing it. So I learned how to roll over onto my stomach and do push-ups to get up instead of trying to lean up, from my back. Yeah. And that made tremendous difference in not throwing my back out. And then getting adjustments. One adjustment every month has pretty much eliminated any backsliding, so to speak, on hurting myself again and being out of commission. Because I don't know how bad your back injury was. Mine wasn't that bad. I threw it out throwing something about 110 pounds. I was twisting, and that's how I threw it out. And so because of the one adjustment every month, I haven't had a regression falling backwards. And it makes a huge, and I've been in 4 rear end collisions in my car. I've been rear-ended 4 times. So it's always been an issue with my neck. So one of those exercises where you push against some weight with your neck like this and back and all that has made a huge difference. Working out these muscles to kind of stabilize the vertebrae really makes a huge difference. It really makes, I didn't think it would, but it does. So muscles building around an injured area, it protects your vertebrae. That's my experience.
So what I did was, I was being a dumbass. I bought my house. I was working a bunch of hours like crazy. And when I bought my house, I had to gut the whole thing. And I rented a 30-yard dumpster, filled the whole thing up. And then I had a big, gigantic tree branch to put in it. Well, it wouldn't fit in whole. So I didn't have any tools here at the time. I decided I was going to lean it up against the side of the dumpster, jump on it, and try to break it in half. So when I did that, my feet went out from underneath of me. And you know how you slip and fall and hit your butt bone? My butt bone went up in my vertebrae and broke my L1. And now I'm they couldn't do anything as far as letting like an operation or anything like that. They just had to let it heal. So I just had to wear a brace for a month and a half. Well, they told me that I was going to start getting bad arthritis in it, and the arthritis is starting to set in bad. And on top of that, I have degenerative disc displacement, and it's just not the best situation.
Right. Well, I can't speak to your injury, but I can speak to mine, and mine is keep moving.
Yeah.
And even if it hurts, you keep moving, because the worst thing you do is stay still.
Well, that was the thing, is when I decided between the chiropractor and the physical therapy made me feel like it was helping better because I was moving and getting it exercised. So I left the plant and I became a foreman uptown, and I was walking like 10 to 15 miles a day because I had like this last job I was on before I quit. I had 45 guys working for me. So all day long, I was back and forth all over this building. And so staying active helps a lot.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah.
Because what happens when you stay still, you have an injured vertebrae, they try to fuse together. And when they try to fuse and you do some kind of movement that you're not doing normally, it breaks that healing. It's like scraping a scab off, same kind of thing. You're starting to heal and 2 or 3 vertebrae are fusing together to protect the area. And then boom, you do some kind of movement that you're not usually doing, and it just breaks it and starts bleeding. And that's where the pain comes in. You got a lot of bleeding internally, and that's where the pain comes from. So keeping it moving tends to be the best thing that I've experienced. Just keep the vertebrae loose and keep moving, and just be aware of what re-enters it. Don't do what re-enters it. So I'm aware of when I lift up anything and I twist. I don't do that. I don't do that anymore. So I've been very fortunate not to have to go through a re-injury, because getting re-injured is debilitating, and you're done for 2 or 3 days. You can't even sit down on the toilet. It's just a pain, literally.
I have to get the wife to get me out of bed and everything else.
Yeah, it's bad. So, but anyway, let's go on to some more positive stuff.
Right here, this comment here is pretty good. That you have up right there. It's so true that just put a good content.
Yeah,
it'll work out. And don't never judge yourself off of other creators.
Exactly.
I think people get mad at you, because someone's more successful than you. There's a successful for the moment of time. Everybody becomes successful as long as you get enough content out there and you put a good content out.
Yeah. It's going to come in
I don't know
waves.
if I don't know if you saw the video. I'm sorry, it comes in waves. He said, it comes in waves. I don't know if you saw the video I did last Saturday, where it had just like a 15, 25, 30 second of the Adventure Bandits. And if you've ever watched the Adventure Bandits, he's not so good on editing or special effects or anything. He just has good banter between him and his wife. Like she's like, I do the cooking. And he goes like, no, I do the cooking. And she goes, well, what do you think cooking is? He says, well, all you do is put the ingredients on the meat, and I put it on the grill. So who's really cooking? That kind of stuff is so attractive to people, to listen to a couple just have innocent disagreements that are just fun, and when they're done, they all go, high five, we both cook. You know what I mean? That's fun.
I watched that. They're a cruising couple too, right?
No, they're RVers. They I think they have a travel trailer. Or
no. That was on your video from last week, right? They were up there in the front of the what's it called?
Yeah, and I came across.
I can't remember exactly where.
You know how I came across them? I literally went out with intentions to find a black couple that RV'd. And so when I found them, I started watching them like, these guys they're hilarious. They're so funny. And I was at the RV Super Show couple of years ago, and I saw him walking down one of the corridors. I'm like, hey, Adventure Bandits, and I'm like, what's happening? And let me tell you, they had, I don't know, 13,000 subscribers, and They never heard of StreamYard, never did a live. And I introduced them to StreamYard. I said, look, let's do a live right now. I'll do a 1 minute live with you guys. You mind? And they're like, no, go ahead. So I showed them how to do a 1 minute live. I showed them how to do StreamYard. And I said, do you mind if I interview? And they said, nobody's ever interviewed us. So I have their first interview ever on YouTube on my channel. So they were just like, that's cool. So I went and saw them, just this past January at the RV Super Show. And they were like, yeah, nice to see you, man. I really love your Keys videos. We got to get down to the Keys because you make it look so good and so pretty and all that. And sure enough, they went to the Keys at the end of January, and they were like sending me messages. Where should we eat? What's the coolest thing? You got to go. What can you not miss when you're in Key West? And then he said, well, after I gave him suggestions, he goes, you have just changed my itinerary, and we're so happy that you told us these things. And, it's just a great kind of cool thing to meet people who love your content, even though they're, you're a small channel and they're huge, so to speak, compared to me. And they're just great people, down to earth. They're just really good people. I think they're just so much fun.
Yeah.
So what would you recommend in Key West? We're going back in May. It's on our itinerary.
Well, they asked me where to eat. That was the first thing. Where should we eat? The two places that I really are I haven't been everywhere because you can't go to everywhere, but the two places I really enjoyed was Louis' Backyard or something, Louis' Back Porch or Louis' Backyard. They're at the southernmost point area. Very nice restaurant. Great service. They have a back porch overlooking the water, or they have fine dining if you want to do white tablecloth. They have that too. The food was excellent. They had a prime rib sandwich. I mean, imagine that. Ooh. Prime rib on a sandwich. It was incredible with the dip and everything. So good. And the drinks were great. You could get cool drinks. And then another place was a place called Off the Hook. And that was more toward the cruise ship terminal area. Off the Hook was kind of near, just off Duval Street, a little bit toward the west, off of the main street that runs parallel to the cruise line area. I don't remember the name. Where Ron John Surf Shop is, kind of across the street from there. Off the Hook had superior service, and they had some kind of cool dip with some kind. I mean, I can't remember it, but it was great service. I mean, top-notch service and a nice bar and grill, and it was better than a bar and grill. It was really nice. So that's my two places I love to eat at, versus Sloppy Joe's and something down the Duval Street.
That's right, Sloppy Joe's.
Yeah, Sloppy Joe's is not really good.
We had I think it's called Two Best Friends, and it's like an outside patio bar and grill. It was pretty good. I liked it. Service was pretty good.
And I
too.
told them to check out the key lime pies, like Kermit's Key Lime Pie Shop. The
key lime pie shop's fun. But notice where some of those places come from, Ohio, stuff like that. So be careful.
Well, a fun fact. Here's a fun fact. A key lime pie is not baked. It's not baked. It's a chemical reaction. So go research that. A key lime pie is not baked. It's a chemical reaction.
So what ship are you going on to get down to Key West?
Not me. I don't.
Oh,
I'm not a.
We're going on the Dream again. Yeah.
And
it's one of our favorites. What's that?
When are you going?
May 8th, I think.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We'll be on a cruise on May 6th, but it's going to be on the Harmony.
So, if you look at the chat, I'm sorry.
What I need.
Oh, May 6th.
Hey, Fisher Fun Ventures, welcome in. If anybody wants to type in the hashtag clock, KLOCK, it'll put your link up there for you, so everybody can check out your channels.
If you look at the bottom comment, Cruise Nuts says in Key West, snorkel at the Dry Tortugas full day trip. Yeah. I would love to do that. I've never done it. But that would be something really awesome to do. And also you can camp overnight at the the Dry Tortugas Island. You can camp there overnight. You got to bring everything because there ain't nothing there. You got to, you can do it. So that would be really cool. There's videos on that.
If I had that $162,000 fifth wheel,
Is that how much that one was?
one of them was.
Oh, you're not bringing that to the Dry Tortugas.
That was a big.
Unfortunately, I had to watch them all with no sound on because I was in the middle of a restaurant eating dinner with the family.
Yeah.
I just did a narration. I overdubbed it and just did. This is where we are. This is where we are. And it's nice. Look at that. That's nice. That's all I did. Because there's so many people in these rigs because you're at an RV show.
Yeah. I've done. So I've went to many RV shows. I used to have one, and I would always go to the new ones just to see what all they had.
Yeah, I mean, last year Grand Design had a fully electric rig that was self-generating. The truck that pulled it, it was a fifth wheel. It had a power, a Dodge Ram with, I think it was a 4,000 kilowatt, some crazy alternator on it that could run 2 air conditioners off of it while it was running. The truck could run 2 air conditioners. It was crazy. So, I was just blown away by it. And then they had an electric off-road vehicle, like a golf cart, a glorified, really a real off-road vehicle that was 100% electric that would charge off the fifth wheel. It was crazy. It was a toy hauler. It was amazing, really amazing. Of course, you got to have, $175,000 to buy that rig, minus the truck, and the truck, I'm sure it would cost $125,000.
Goals.
Strong. I'll put the link up there if you would like to come in.
I remember Meg saying during the Saturday stroll that she really loved editing, so that's kind of cool. Her and I think alike. I love the editing part. I love shooting video for the editing too, and that's something my girlfriend is really amazed at my perspective. I'm like, wait, stop, let me shoot this, and she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, watch, and I do it. She goes, wow, that was pretty stinking cool. And I was like, yeah, it's just something that I love doing, is trying to
do, you do great. You capture some great stuff as far as different things that some people may walk past and not even think about.
Oh, just wait till my third trip to London. I got 2,500 videos and pictures from London. Wow. 2,500. It's incredible.
See, I do a whole bunch, but I get paranoid about recording too much of people, and I need to just get over that. And if I want to cut people out, I just edit them out instead of worried about only filming 3 seconds worth of stuff, because then I can't use 3 seconds worth of stuff.
Right.
So I need to get over that.
Yeah, I try really hard not to video kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
I'm gonna blur them out,
yeah.
and I really try hard to make sure, unless it's the back side of a kid, their face, I do not want, I don't want people to see. And sometimes just even when I see a person walking, I'll blur their face out. So you do have to watch out for that.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? If you're in a tourist area, people expect it. They're expecting it, because I just act like a tourist. I'm just going like this, going, wow, and they're like, yeah, he's just videotaping. He's a tourist. And they don't think much of it. I've never had anybody. I've had one person at the RV show go, "Don't videotape my face," like that. Other than that, I've never had anybody say, "Don't videotape me." But I'm not on a bus or a train going, "Look at everybody on the bus and train." I'm not doing that.
Now, I did that on the bus this last time on this excursion with us, only because we were packed in there like sardines, and everybody was good with it. Everybody laughed and waved at the camera and all, because they packed 29 people on this little tiny it was a van more than it was a bus. 4 of us ended up having to stand up at the door. Me, if anybody knows Huddle Adventures, Eddie from Huddle Adventures, another guy, and our tour guide all had to stand at the door with the door open while we're driving down the road in Honduras.
Wow. That's
Yep.
full.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, traveling through London using public transportation, most of the time it hasn't been bad. But this last time, I guess since COVID is kind of, went away, people are really traveling public transportation. And I remember one time it's like, my butt is touching your hand kind of thing. It's like that tight, you're like conscious about that stuff. Of course, I'm not shooting any video there when it's that tight. I might shoot it before I get on and when I get off, but not while I'm on there. I don't know if you've noticed some of the airplane videos. I'm just like that quick, like 1 second, boom, back down, because I don't want people to, get upset that I'm videotaping them in an airplane.
Yeah. So you said your next videos are going to be some more London videos?
No, actually, no. What I have, what happened is before the RV Super Show, I was editing Epcot, the Food and Wine Festival.
Yes.
Okay. And that was the same
So
time I was
I
down there, right?
Yeah, I did the one segment of the first part of Epcot, and then the RV show hit. And then because the RV show is a really big event, I wanted to put that out while the, iron was hot so people would watch it. And it did work. I mean, I didn't get anything viral, but for me, most of my views are between 75 to 100 views. And when I did a couple of them, like my second video from the RV Super Show, I got 300 and something views. So that's better than,
That's good.
Yeah.
that's better than 75 or 100. And then I'm going to post a bunch of shorts of just like the RV tours. And I did that last year. I did 10, 12 RV tours, and two or three of them, hit over 1,000 views. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't know which one's going to hit, but I'm just going to put out a bunch of RV tours and see what happens. And I'm not going to make them premieres. I'm just going to put them out, see what happens.
Yeah.
So,
I got so lucky with those damn questions. I picked up 1,000 hours last week.
Awesome.
Nice.
It was like 6,800 on that first video. But I went in there and I messed around with the tags, and I think I messed it up because when I added the extra tags, then the second video only had like 4,500, and then it went down to 2,000 for the third video. And so I don't know, because these last two videos I put out, I didn't really put any tags on them, maybe like 5 tags, and they're already passing like video 8 in the.
It never makes sense. My RV Super Show part 1 didn't get a lot of views. Part 2 got a lot of videos, and part 3 we'll see.
Yeah.
So why would 300 some people watch part 2 and not go to part 1?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
No.
So, like my shorts, I released 15 shorts in one day just to see what happened, and it makes no sense. None of it makes sense.
I did 2 today, right back to back, in between the lives that I was on, and I think one had like maybe 150 views, and the other one had 1,700.
Yeah, and
it was
it's
the
always
same exact
30,
show. It was
30
just
minutes too.
15 seconds. 15 seconds.
Yeah, go to the analytics and see. It just all the shorts, at least mine, go like this and then flatten. And it's that first 30 to 1 hour is where those views come in. And after that, the shot. And what I've done before on some of mine, just to test it out, I ran a short once, got just about 100 views, took it off, re-put it back on. I got 3,000 views.
Yep.
The exact same one. I just took it down, re-put it back up to see what happened. And
you use the same tags and everything, or
everything. I just took it off and put it back on. I just want to see what happened. Everything was the same, exactly, other than it was 2 hours apart.
That is so strange.
My most popular view, my most popular short is me holding an electronic cigarette lighter and turning it on. That's it. It's got 5,100 views for just holding a cigarette lighter and turning it on. And then the other one was me like a piece of fruit falling out of a tree, hitting the ground and breaking open, and my picture came out. I got 5,100 views from that stupid thing.
That's awesome, though.
So stupid.
I'd look at that.
Well, it's pretty popular if you're a guy looking at girls, I actually told my girlfriend, I was like, you're showing too much cleavage. That's why you got all those views.
I'll show you mine if you want to. Can I get a couple of views?
Yeah. They try to They try to
can
act
happen.
like they don't know that.
Yeah.
Right. Well, they know
So-
it because I watch her, and I'm not going to correct her
Yeah.
because, well, I'm not married to her. So she can do what she wants. But I'm like, after she does a live stream on somebody else's video or somebody else's channel, I go, I'm sorry. All I could look at was your boobs. That's all I could look at. I mean, all the men are looking at your boobs because they're big. That's just the point. That's the fact. And you know it. I know you know it, but it's a distraction. I can't listen to what you're singing. I'm just looking at your boobs. And all men are like that. Not every man, but most men are like that. So, yeah.
So
If you
I
want
have a
that
short
kind of
that's like 10,000 views almost, and it's just me going to get pizza, like doing a pizza run at 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
There you go.
On a cruise. It's so weird.
Yes, exactly. My girlfriend did this. No lie. She opened a grocery freezer door, grabbed a bag of shrimp, and brought it to the camera. I mean, it went viral. That was it. I'm like, really? You got 10,000 views from grabbing a bag of shrimp.
Yeah,
That was it.
yeah, that's it. You can put all this thought into a masterpiece of a short. Gets like maybe 100 views.
Yeah.
Yes.
But then you put
Perfect example. No, here's a perfect example. I was frying something in my RV, right? I'm frying it, and smoke, is coming out, and I'm like, laser smoke. This would be a great short. So I just put up the lasers and started doing different angles, and then I got on my computer and put it in the editing software, and I spent 2 or 3 hours editing this thing. 100 views.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
never
I do
know.
a thing of roller coasters. And I do a series of guess the roller coaster. So I'll film 15 seconds of a roller coaster, and a lot of people are big roller coaster enthusiasts, so they want to try to guess and see if they can figure out which one it is. Well, I do one of like just plain Jane roller coaster. I get 13,000 views on it. Then I do one of roller coaster at Busch Gardens where it comes down and it hits the water line and the water shoots off to the side.
Right.
I did a slow-mo of that. It comes down fast, and then when it hits that water, I did a slow-mo. And I was like, this is gonna be good. I got like 100 views.
CruiseNet says there, remind everyone there are ladies in the chat.
Yes. Well, yes. I wasn't getting vulgar. I just said all men were looking at your boobs. That's it. It's the truth. That's what men do. It's, hey, God made us that way, right? Can't help it.
Well, I'm going to get going.
Yep. Thanks for coming on.
I appreciate you guys.
Your
and all the hard work
viral,
you guys do. Appreciate your videos you're putting out. You guys do a good job.
Thank you.
And is there any final questions for me? Anybody? If not, I'm going to take off.
You said 2,000 subscribers.
I'm at 25, getting close to 2,600.
Oh wow!
Remember, my 500 one that came out was on January 2nd with 500 subscribers. So that all happened within a very short period of time.
Yeah, I thought I was doing pretty good with 200 in the last 3 weeks.
No, and you know what? That's great. Believe me, I went the whole year nickel and diming, right?
Yeah.
3 or 4 a week, and I was happy with that. Don't get me wrong, I was very happy with that. I was excited when I hit 500. I thanked everybody. I thought that was great. Alice from Eddie Lugo's wife, she was my number 500 subscriber, and I appreciate her for doing that. The next day, though, my one thing went viral, and that's all it took.
Yeah.
And why? No clue, because I did that video 5 months ago.
So it's been on there for 5 months, and it just took off.
Hit. And it's going to drop, and I'll be like everybody else. Is now what's the next thing I need to do?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, hopefully something else that you have will just pick up where that one left off.
I did, and I got 500 views.
Yeah.
It's and 500 views. I just did a follow up, and it just, even the people that subscribe aren't going back and watching it. So, like you're saying, do you have true subscribers that are with you, that are followers, or are they just numbers because they like clicking on it. You know,
Right.
I think that's
Well, the
interesting.
algorithm, the analytics tell you who subscribes and what they're doing. It tells you how you got that subscriber, whether they just came across it or they were watching,
Yes.
something that YouTube fed to them, or they were subscribers watching it. It tells you that in the analytics.
Yeah. So basically, they've got fed by YouTube, and I'm getting about 1 to 2% of them subscribing of who I get clicks on.
Yeah.
I have to realize I have close to 2 million clicks. So and people who watch the video, I got 250, I have 350,000 views, and I got 2,500 subscribers. So that's about 1% that I'm hitting with people subscribing off my videos. So if you gain 3 or 4 a week, or you're getting 200 in the last 2 weeks, you're doing great, because your ratios by statistics is a lot better than mine.
Yeah. If you put it all in perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather gain 1 subscriber that actually comes back than 200 subscribers that don't come back.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, this has been informative. Like, I'm learning a lot. I'm definitely taking notes on this.
Yeah, what I would like to do, and this is off YouTube, I want to set up a Zoom meeting. I don't know when yet. I talked about it the other day. I think it was yesterday I was talking about it. I think Megan was thinking about this, that we can get a Zoom meeting, get 50 of us in a conversation in a Zoom meeting, and discuss what's working for each of us, and see what new ideas we can use to gain more subscribers, to get more views, and maybe even get you guys over the hump. Mine's by accident. Me getting over the hump, pure accident. I can just tell you that right now. It was a chat on Lake's journey. Said, "Would you make a video of my cabin?" Because I am an outdoors guy. You have to realize that. I love the outdoors. I live outdoors all summer long. Right? I have a job. I don't work summer, so I love it.
Yeah.
And just like RVing and stuff, I live in an RV during the summer, and I'm building a cabin or a bunkhouse. And he said, "Why don't you show it to us?" I said, "Sure, I'll make a little small video on it." Sent it out, and it went viral 5 months after I did it. Right? I put it out like in October, after the summer is over. I think I was putting some solar systems in or something at the time. But I'm just saying, so mine is just a one video, one wonder. It's like, oh, look, one song jockey here. But I need, I like to know what I can do more. I really do. I want to gain more, and still keeping good communication with people.
I'm always looking for somebody to like look at my videos and try to critique some stuff, like, because I do my videos a lot different than a lot of people do. Because I don't sit there and talk to the camera while I'm doing it. I record all my stuff and then voice over after the fact. And some people say, "Oh, you should do it like this. You should do it like that." But it's kind of, I'm more. If you know what my style is, you can still critique me and say, "Well, maybe you should try to do this or that or something like that." I'll at least take some criticism and try to work with that. Or also, like the tags, knowing how many tags to use, how many not the tags to use, what kind of tags to use is a big thing. Maybe I'm just overthinking sometimes on the tags that I'm putting in my videos, and I need to make it more generalized, or I need to narrow it down to the niche. Like, instead of doing cruise, I narrow it down to one that is not such a generic one, but I look at the fact that, okay, somebody searched cruise ship 128,000 times. That's a chance for 128,000 people to look at it.
Okay. Now be careful with that, because hashtags, I was told this yesterday or the day before, this is someone told me, hashtags is just a place where people are dropping in their videos. So if you have 445,000 videos on that hashtag, that's who you're in competition with.
Okay.
So
I want something that has a
if
low.
you want to narrow it down to a smaller grouping, then you narrow it down to whatever that video is, and it may only have 13,000 views. Doesn't mean it may be a better hashtag. Again, the key words are in your description, not in the hashtags.
Okay.
That's just going to put a place marker with the 45,000 people or the 100,000 people or 450,000 people on cruise. That's who you're fighting with. It does put down the word there that people are going to, the bot's going to look at and says, okay, let's send it out to them. But the clicks that you're going to get are going to be on your words. And I think that's why I have so many clicks.
That makes a lot of sense.
Just the words are in there. I used to put chapters and I used to put long descriptions. I stopped that because I just got tired of typing them out.
Yeah. Because if you think about it, it's kind of like Google search. So you have, you search it and then you have like thousands of pages for that particular search. You're not gonna hit that third page or whatever. So you want to try to narrow it to a hashtag that is smaller but known at the same time.
And then your tags are enough place you can put the words in there. But understand, tags are looking for misspelled words. Okay, so find misspellings of the similar word and put it in there. Because you're going to put the right word in your description. The tags allow you to put in the misspelled words.
Okay.
And if you read about tags, that's what it says. It says this is about misspellings. It doesn't use, it's not used a whole lot in the searches other than the misspelled words. So you can use that as your tool. Though if you're using TubeBuddy or whatever, that's going to give you suggestions of what to put in there. And they're going to give you a SEO score a little bit higher or whatever that might be.
Yeah.
But if you use, you can go back and maybe look at one of my cooking videos I've done. Because in my Rambler, I do all kinds of stuff. And I actually put every product name under chapters. So if someone's even looking up Campbell soup, it's there.
Well, I feel like I'm doing something right, but I had somebody in California said they were looking to buy an RV, and my channel popped up in their search.
That's what you want.
Right.
Yeah,
I was like, Yahoo!
So
that's cool.
A lot of people are interested in joining the Zoom call. Meg said, I would suggest that we mute the mics when we're not talking.
Well, definitely, if you have kids or family in the same room, definitely mute.
Yeah.
Because that happened to me today. I was in a live stream doing the karaoke, and when everything got quiet, I was like, I hear somebody, I was like, I hear somebody chewing, and everybody's like, nobody's chewing. Next thing you know, there's somebody on screen with their microphone on, and somebody in the room eating and burping. I was like, I can hear somebody. So yes, I agree, Meg. That was hilarious. Thanks for sharing. That's hilarious.
Yeah. You definitely want to.
And to your point,
if you have that many people, you definitely want to mute.
Yeah. And to your point about the overdubbing, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't, because I've had people say, "I love your overdubbing," and then I have other people say, "You shouldn't overdub. You should do it while you're shooting." So it doesn't matter. I've seen people that shoot the whole video, and while they're reviewing the video, they just sit and videotape them watching their own video, and they comment on the video as it plays through, like a live commentary, and that works. So it doesn't matter, in my opinion. It doesn't matter how you do it. It doesn't. It just
that's a pretty good idea right there. Lovey has. Say he uses a separate account to check to see if his hashtags get any searches.
That's a great idea.
Meg says I do love the voiceovers, especially when it's something you realize afterwards. Yeah, I mean, you watch your video back.
Sometimes
and
you miss stuff, and you go back and you're editing it, and you see something in the background or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Oh, heck yeah. I did a Daytona Bike Week video when I went down the main street of Bike Week, and I stopped off at, those little carts where people pedal while they're drinking. I saw one of those, and I stopped and I stuck the camera in people's faces. They were like, "Yeah, party." And I didn't realize people in the background, there was like a man and a woman having a dispute, and another one was like in the background going, "Cheers." It was like I didn't see that when I was shooting the video, but after I was editing, I was like, oh yeah, zoom into that one and zoom into that one. It's so funny to watch people when the camera's in their face, you know, they're just cracking up. I'm like, yes, you are gonna be on YouTube.
Next time, so when I go down to New Orleans for Booze Cruise, this past time for the Vloggers Cruise, I didn't even record anything on Bourbon Street, and I missed such a good chance, because when I walked down Bourbon Street, it was like 2:00 in the morning, and I was like half asleep, and my whole thing was getting back to the hotel without passing out somewhere. I wasn't drinking or anything. I was just dead tired. I had gotten up at 2:45 in the morning to catch my flight, and I had a mile walk back to my hotel, and I didn't want to stop and get caught up in anything and then end up not making it back to my hotel because I was by myself.
Yes, but that's the best. You know, if you have your video camera on all the time, you catch some cool stuff. I told that to my girlfriend. I'm like, I should have the video camera on all the time with you because you do some funky stuff, and it's really funny what you're doing. And I cut off the video too early, and you start doing something that's hilarious. And I wish I had it on film. So I think for the comment, Meg, she gave me a nice, sweet comment there. But also, Lovey says, sound is more important to me. I leave a video quick if the sound sucks. So I agree.
Can I jump in real quick on the sound part? You saw in my video a site called Sparkio. Okay, he does nothing but talks about sound and different microphones. He has a collection of like 300 mics, and he goes through them. They're not the most exciting videos, but he says, this is my distance here, here, and here. And listen to how it sounds and how does it sound for you. Sound is, I think, one of the top things about a video that you can do. Now, on my last trip, I had a mic that was here, but I lost the clip on it. And Scott's going to kill me because he bought me that. So I was like, oh, no. You know, I lost the most important part. But it's sound becomes very important, because if it sounds echoey or sounds like it's not nice to the ear, people will click off of you very quickly.
Yeah.
They judge you on that. So you're absolutely right. Who said that? Lovey? Yeah, you're so important on that. You're right on the mark. And right now I'm using my webcam, so I know it doesn't sound good to you guys, but all my expensive mics are, and I got 5 sitting right here ready to go on different situations. And
yeah, but the wind's not blowing, so we can hear you fine.
Yeah.
It's a Logi webcam. It's like, wow, this is great for the voiceover, but certainly if I was doing my videos or my voiceovers, I would have the best mic I can get to the sound that I like.
Yeah, I use a Yeti up on my computer.
And Yeti's a good one.
So
I use a Bumblebee 2 for my voiceovers, or
you know, I like playing. I have a sound card that I'm using right now, and it has lows, mids, and highs, so you can adjust those so you can create the effect that you want. So if you want to have like a thick sound, you can adjust it to that. If you want a thin sound, you can adjust it to that. So I played around with it, and I love it. But out in the field, it's different. You know, you got to buy the mic that works in the field, so you get the sound that you want. And you're right, the distance from your mouth makes all the difference in the world, because the farther away, shallower the sound. Closer to your voice, your mouth, the deeper the sound, the thicker it's going to feel, and you got to talk less. You got to talk quieter.
This mic right here, doing voiceovers, I have to speak right here, right? That's how it's made. That's what it's made to do. And believe me, I'm talking to the choir here on mics with you, because you live with the music. You know what mics are, and you know the difference in sound. If I have if I'm using my blue screen, you know, I got a mic above my head I'm talking to, a shotgun mic hanging above my head. I'm not talking across the room because I don't want the echoes. You know, then I have these pads all the way around here that are cutting all the sound, to all the echoing sound. Right now it's echoing because I don't have any of the pads up, and I got this back wall right here that makes it sound like crap in here. but this is set
Well,
up.
in general, I'm not an expert by no means, but in general, there's two types of mics. You have a compression mic and a dynamic mic, and one is for loud sounds and one is for sounds in the studio. So
Good night.
that's something that you have to think about. Is dynamic or compressed? Those are the major differences in microphones. So, like right now, if I'm singing karaoke, I need to put that little screen in front of me because I'm doing pick up, and I'm getting a lot of air movement. So I need to put that little screen there. But if I'm just doing this, I'm not using a lot of air, so I can just talk normal and not worry about it popping.
You got that pop filter sitting right there, right? That you need to have.
Yeah, I need it for when I'm singing karaoke because I'm rocking out, man. I'm kicking it out. I'm putting the vocal to it, and I go to pow, so it's gonna pop, So
I do need to go.
All right, we'll see you later.
Thank you for letting me in tonight.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Thanks for all the
just
info.
have a talk about what are the good things. We should just have a meeting, just talk about sound itself, and bring a couple experts in about sound just to help your videos out. I'm not talking about, we could do it live, a lot of people can watch it, but we could also do it as a sideshow and learn about nothing bothers me more than hearing echoing in a video.
Yeah.
I just, you're going to get it. You get it in some of my videos. I'm in that cabin, but that's because I didn't know, right? Back in August, I didn't understand that. It's something I had to learn. Now, if I am in that situation, I am going to put a mic right in here, and I'm not going to voice over. I'm not going to voice over, but I'm going to have it next to me so there was no echoing. And because I listen to it, it drives me up the wall. I don't know why people even watch that video. It's too much echo. So anyway, have a great night, guys.
Have a good night.
All right,
Have a good night.
I've got a morning to get up to, so
Yep, same.
enjoy your. I know it's getting late on the East Coast, so I know you guys are getting late.
Yeah, I'm trying to change over from day shift to night shift, so I'm just killing some time. So thank you for coming on.
That's great.
Thanks for all the info.
Yeah. Thank you for the tips, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't know. Mine helped too much, but certainly, listen to people and watch other experts. Don't listen to all the guys that are getting the hype about, oh, you're gonna get 6,000 subscribers in 24 minutes, right?
Yeah,
they ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. So
they're selling themselves.
You guys are on great pace.
Money
better than I was. I did it for a year before, and I had 500, and you guys are doing better than me. So certainly, you guys are doing something right. And just take that nickel and dime until the bots say go with it.
Yeah.
Wait for that email saying, "Oh, we're going to start monetizing. We're going to start putting commercials on your videos." Get that, and then they're going to do something for you.
Definitely.
Anyway, thank you very much, guys. And those on Teams chatting, appreciate each one of you. Let you know, everybody I'm reading up here, know most of you guys through all these chats, and I appreciate each one of you. So thank you. And thank you for your support.
All right. See ya.
See you. Okay. Z's gonna come in.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop down too. I got an early morning, so
I got you.
I had a good time hanging out with you guys. It was fun, and I would stay up if I didn't have to get up early, but I do. I actually got a live stream, karaoke live at 5 a.m. Eastern.
Oh, okay.
5 a.m.
Yeah, because the Philippines, Philippines is
time difference.
p.m. So, yeah, they're my crowd for doing karaoke is the Filipinos, and they love it. So. All right, well, I had a great time. I appreciate you letting me come up.
Yep,
right,
thank you very much. Thanks for all the info.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Thank you.
We'll see you. All right, you're welcome.
And now they're on street.
What's going on, Z?
It's been a very interesting day. We'll just say a very, very, very interesting day. Had some issues with my laptop. Right now, my laptop is out of commission. I don't know if it's a laptop. I don't know if it's a phone. I've been going on people's. It's weird because I go on different lives. Like I was on somebody else's live. It was loud and clear. Y'all can hear me now, right?
Yeah.
No
Yep.
feedback or anything.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, so I'm telling you, this phone is possessed. Yeah, like you guys were saying for the past 15 minutes, sound is important, and a lot of people hear things differently. Uh, so I didn't hear it, and then I was just getting, I don't know. It's one of those days that, thank the Lord, I don't have no alcohol in this house. Because, yeah, it was one of those days, and you're going to say, hey, but I don't have no alcohol in the house, thank God, because I would have been going crazy.
Gotta fight the urge.
Yeah, I fight the urges just about every day, and I'm winning the battle. And yes,
What's going
this
on, Heather K?
this is the master right here, the Xbox, not the one that Matthew plays. Look at that,
Matthew. Understand,
yeah,
Matthew?
Matthew. See? Anyway, so yeah, I am getting ready. He's laughing now. Yes, I am getting ready to go on the Jubilee. A lot of things are going. I know I got to get some new equipment. So yeah, I'm in the process of trying to get some new equipment. I know I'm gonna get me a brand new phone. I'm getting me a new laptop. Yes, or I'm gonna get that one fixed. I got another one that needs to get fixed. It's way better than the one I had before. So other than that, yes, today was peachy. I won't say what happened to 48 hours ago, but today it's okay. No urges. Thinking about it, but there was no urges whatsoever. So, Matthew, I keep calling you Matthew. I have a friend of mine that plays Xbox. His name is Matthew. That's why I keep calling him Matthew. So, but yes, Andrew, when are the videos coming out? I know you're not the boss in the family. I know Jennifer does that. Do you have an actual date where excuse me,
We have
your videos
we have
coming
one
out
premiering tomorrow at 6.
tomorrow at 6?
6
Is that
6 p.m.
Eastern or
Eastern time.
Central?
Eastern Standard
So it's
Time.
5 p.m. Yes.
Yep.
And brother, man, what's going on, man? How you doing? How you doing?
How you doing? I'm good.
I've been hanging around
I'm
Eddie
still
too
beating and
long.
dying.
I've been hanging around Eddie too long. Oh, Kuznets. Hey, bro. I'm sorry. Uh, yeah. If you were trying to message me, it's been one of those days, and you just say, "What in the world?" I checked on the email, so if you want to send me email, we need to talk about some stuff. So yeah, use my ZEE Roberts at 00 gmail.com. Use that one, and then we'll take care of what we need to take care of. So, but so did you? Andrew, did you find out what was the issue with the
What?
sound
Yeah, I'm not
today?
really sure. I'm not really sure what the sound issue was. We ended not too long after we ended up shutting down the live because it was kind of continuing. So we kind of just it was like what, an hour and 40 minutes in. I think we just kind of stopped. My vocals are pretty much shot, so like I was kind of ready to go anyways. Jennifer was pretty much the one keeping the live. So yeah, we kind of ended it at a certain time. It seems pretty good now though, so I'm not really sure.
It's probably StreamYard. I don't know what's going on with that because I don't know. It's just very odd. Did you get any like kind of like a text saying that you're on the free version, right?
Yeah.
I'm still on the free version too, and I'm trying to figure out how much I have left.
Well, usually they'll say when I was doing it, they'll say it on the top when you get onto their when you log into StreamYard, it will say it on your top right how many hours you have left.
Yeah.
So yeah, I paid for the version because I like to talk. I like to talk, and 20 hours was not enough. I could do 20 hours a week.
Yeah, probably. Well, hey guys, I gotta get up early in the morning for work. I gotta get up at 5, so I'm gonna have to head out.
Yep.
Okay,
Thanks,
yeah,
Glenn.
I am going to continue playing my Xbox because Xbox is king, not PlayStation.
Yeah.
Xbox.
It's all great and all until you gotta change the batteries out.
Oh no, I got rechargeable backup. Trust me, I got backup to the backup when it comes to gaming. I got like a where is it? I got an 8 one that charges up to 8 at a time, so I won't run out of that one. But yeah,
So over there, Z. I got
yes,
both. I got the
you got
PlayStation and
Xbox.
Xbox sitting over there.
Which
Yeah.
one do
This
you
sucks, though.
use?
I don't even use it.
Yeah, sorry, Sean. I'm under the weather, so I gotta go to sleep early, and well, I gotta go to sleep and wake up early.
Yes. Yeah, I got it. Tomorrow I'm turning in one of my laptops into the computer shop, so yeah, I gotta do that. And by the way, the Redneck Festival starts tomorrow. You know what that is? Daytona 500. Yes, it starts
All right.
tomorrow.
Hey,
All
All right,
Meg,
let's
I do have a live tomorrow, Meg. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm trying to do a live late on Sundays now so I can get away from the church stuff Sunday mornings because a lot of people hadn't been able to watch because of church and stuff.
Hey, you know what? You do it on church. I do it. I go to 2 services, so when I see you on, yes, I get up during the service and go do the yeah because their internet's way better than mine. Just saying. Well, all right, bro. I'll let you go. I'll see you. I'll probably you working in the morning?
I'll be home.
Okay.
I don't know what the wife's off tomorrow, so I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna do.
Okay. If you're on live, I'll be there.
Yep.
All right. See you later.
See you. I'll just put the link back in there if anybody else wants to come up and keep me some company. Oh, Sean, you wanna spill the beans on any of those other secret cruises? Or Mike from Cruise Nuts? I'm not sure if I don't think Warmstrong's in here anymore. There he is.
Mate, I was waiting for you to get rid of them.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Now we can really talk about them all.
Yep.
How you doing?
There he is. Here's Warmstrong too.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Sean. How you guys doing?
Hey, Bill. How you going, buddy?
Good, good.
Hey, did you hear about our announcement yesterday?
I didn't hear it.
So January the 2nd, 2025, out of Sydney to the South Pacific on the Celebrity Edge.
You know what? I did hear. I didn't know that was yesterday. I did hear that information.
Hey, I told you when I came over
Was
here.
Mike? Okay, yeah, I did hear that information. I thought it's something else. Yep, nope. We were talking about that yesterday because I get it. I think it sounds like a great cruise.
So what we're looking at doing right now is we're looking at getting we're busy tying up some things with a US contact so that you guys will be able to book through the US. And then we're also doing an Australian contact, so we'll have 2 TAs working on the same job. Yes. We want to get we only want to get 30 cabins per site. So yes, 60 cabins. Yes. I mean, seriously, it's going to be fun.
It should be 60 cabins. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be almost as big as the vloggers? No, seriously, that's 300. Wouldn't I wish?
Well,
But
I don't
300.
know
I
how
think
many cabins we had. It was 900 people.
with the vloggers, I mean, they weren't all like vloggers. They were, they were only like 100 vloggers, maybe.
Yeah.
So I think that Australian cruise, you'll get quite a few. Well, I would hope so.
So what we're doing is we're going to have another Helping Hands for Cruising recipient on that one as well. So
Oh man, nice.
So if you want to play a part in that, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, let me know what I can do.
Just come on down for starters.
There we go.
Just come on down.
Come on
Take
down.
that little flight.
Clocky, what's your problem? It's only a flight, mate.
The flight prices. So I did see. I was trying to see whether or not I might be able to manipulate the flights for a Norwegian cruise line to get me there, but I don't know if I'd be able to do it because Norwegian will let you pick dates. So if you want to come in a week early or 2 weeks early or leave a week late or 2 weeks late, you can do that with your still booking your flight through them. So right now it's buy one get one free on the airfare, and I was trying to see if they had any airfare to Australia to get me there.
Do you guys actually have access to flights that time already?
Not
Because
that
I know
time, no. Well, see, they still will do it. They still book it through NCL.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what your thing is until about 6 months before the flight itself, but they do give you a price on what it's going to cost you.
Jeez, that's game. Because what if the price dropped?
Right.
Well, from what I've seen so far, it's not like I only paid $149 for my flight for New Orleans total.
Yeah, but that's domestic.
Well, yeah, I understand what you're saying. I haven't been able to price this to Australia yet.
And let me say, if you guys are spending US dollars, your money goes way further. So, $100 US is a lot less than it is for us, because for us it's $100 US is like 140 Aussie.
Yeah.
Oi.
Exactly.
Let me do a practice one. Shit. We're in.
Your key thing is whether or not you actually get a flight now, whether you can book a flight now, because we weren't able to.
I wouldn't be able to. I was thinking about booking just to see what it is for next year at the same time.
Yep.
But I won't even be able to do that because it only goes 6 months out.
And prices can always change too, and that's the thing about booking. I've never booked a flight with a cruise line because they kind of probably do an average of a flight cost and roll it in, because they're not going to give you $1,000 flight for $500. So
something I heard the other day from Let's Go Travel Tips, and they were saying Carnival is the largest flight booker in the world
Really?
because they're booking flights not only for crew, but they're booking flights for passengers as well. So,
Yeah.
guests as well. So, they're getting amazing discounts by acting as your booking agent.
Okay.
Unfortunately, from what I've seen through Ocean to Ocean, though, it was a lot higher than what. So for the same flight down to New Orleans for the booze cruise through Carnival, it's $440 a person, and I paid
Right.
$149.
Gee,
And see,
that's big.
that's what I remember. I remember the cruise lines, the airfare was a lot higher than what I could get on my own.
Yeah.
Now I can't check booze cruise yet because it's like 3 weeks out from the 6 months for the booze cruise. So in like 3 weeks, I'll be able to check to see what I can get from Southwest instead of going through the airlines.
Clocky, Meg's asked if you wouldn't mind just dropping the message so that people can see the names.
Oh, my bad.
There we go. Are you happy now, Meg? You know everybody. Yeah, I know but the good news is it is. Hang on, I've just got to confirm this. The good news is the cruise is 685 days away, so you've got plenty of time to book a flight. Just get on the freaking cruise. That's all I ask.
You are definitely a salesman.
No, I try not to be. But get on the cruise. It's for helping hands.
Yep.
The only thing with that, Sean, is all the other cruises in between.
Yeah.
I'm booking one tomorrow.
Now, Bill, let me put this to you, buddy. This is going to be a cruise of a lifetime. When else would you get to see the fireworks in Sydney and then spend 14 days with moi?
I do agree with that. That I was telling somebody today, it's like I think I'm more excited about the fireworks in Sydney than I am the actual cruise.
Mate, you've just hurt me. You've got me right where it kills.
Yeah, he didn't say anything about you, Sean.
No. I mean, I appreciate the cruise and meeting everybody.
Cruise, Sean.
It sounds like Ilana.
Maybe that came out wrong, but the fireworks. The fireworks show that you're talking about setting up, like getting a little boat and taking people out there to watch the fireworks from ground level on the river, or should I say, the water level.
It's actually in the harbor itself.
Yeah,
so
that's you're talking like kind of once in a lifetime type deal right there.
Yep. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be really awesome. Meg said she spent a day with me. I'm surprised she still wants to talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you translated it. I got you.
Yep.
Oh, man. It's hard for me to commit to something like that because as cheap as I am on prices of cruises and airfare and everything else, you have no idea. My wife really wants to go to Alaska, and I won't commit to Ocean to Ocean's June 15th of 2025 either.
Why not?
Because I'm cheap, and I don't know how much the airfare is going to be. Actually, I do know how much the airfare is going to be because they're letting me check it out. I can get it's the buy one get one free because it's through NCL, so I can get my airfare for $699 total, or $599 total for the two.
Clocky, I learned a lesson. Number one, happy wife, happy life. Number two, something's going to happen on that cruise that you may or may not know. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, your cruise?
No. The Alaska cruise.
No.
I just know the way Bruce works, right? Something's going to happen on that cruise.
I think
Alaska cruise is going to be nice too. The plan is to go on that also.
Yeah, well, it's a bucket list for me, well, for us, both of us.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, come on down. How often do you get to go to Oz? You could just look. Let me put it to you this way: you could just jump in your 4-wheel drive and drive all the way to Alaska. But you can't do that to Australia. Come on. They haven't built the tunnel yet.
Yeah.
Come on, Mike.
Yeah. If I knew I was like doing a bunch of overtime and knew I was going to stockpile some money, then that'd be one thing. But
Hey,
I don't even feel like doing overtime anymore.
But you could always do under the tables.
Uh-huh.
You don't know how it is here.
You're right, I don't.
A lot of people don't want to pay anything.
Right.
You just tell them if they don't, you disconnect everything.
Yeah. It's all or nothing type deal.
That's it.
But
We got Jennifer saying that you should
go on the Alaska one.
Yeah, because they're on it. See, there's Jennifer, you shouldn't have said it, man. That was the surprise. Oh my God. Seriously. Meg's going, Sean.
I already know they're surprised.
Yeah. Meg is going, Sean is selling experiences here. Yeah, I am.
Yep.
I am. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, you're bad, Jennifer. You're right. You're bad. I was trying to sell him on that cruise just because you were going.
Yep. I really shouldn't be putting any more deposits right now until I actually pay a couple of these cruises off.
I know, right? I'm putting up deposit on one tomorrow.
Oh, I've looked all day today. In between lives and stuff, I've looked at NCL, I've looked at Royal, and I've looked at Carnival.
Which one are you putting a deposit on, Bill?
My daughter, she's having a little family group cruise, April 24, and
yeah,
it's like a 4-day cruise on Allure of the Seas, Royal Caribbean.
What date in April?
April 8th through 12th, I believe.
Oh, that's all right. You get off 2 days before my birthday. That's fine. It's going to be an awesome cruise.
It should be.
Shoot.
Oh, Mike.
Yeah, this isn't going to last. I can't even keep it past 12:19.
That's not good for somebody who's working a night shift.
Yeah. I still got to get up early on Monday morning. Not real early, but I'm trying to do something to stay up in the night to help me out a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, Bill, when are you coming down to Brizzy to take the Luminosa back?
Yeah, I'm still working on that one. I'll leave no later than the April 9th. If I leave April 9th, it puts me down. It puts me down there April 11th your time.
Mm-hmm.
So so you're getting ready to do this trip. How much is your plane tickets?
Long story. I work for an airline.
Okay.
So yeah, so it'll cost me about probably about $79, $72.
I don't want to hear it.
You don't want to hear it.
No more.
Well, the only problem is standby.
Yeah.
So it has to be an open seat.
Yeah.
And hopefully that open seat is first class, because then I would still get the same price. I would be first class. So
now I hate you, Bill.
Yep, exactly.
You say you flew down to Brizzy on a first class seat, mate.
$79.
You and I are over.
Well, that's why I flew back from when I flew back from a city. I had first class, so I had to lay flat.
How many can you get?
Say it again.
How many can you get?
Oh, it's just me, my family up until age 24. They're above that age now. So me, if I was married, my wife could fly free.
Well, you know
my partner.
They let you. I was about to say they let you have partners now.
Yeah, and I don't have one, so yeah.
Damn it. See, I was trying to find a way to get down there to you, Sean.
But you have to be willing to. You have to be willing to buy a last second flight if there's no open seats, or they're because of weight and balance. Sometimes there'll be open seats, but they can't put any more people on because of the weight and balance issue. So it's one of the issues. Again, great price. You can't beat the price, stuff like that. But it's no guarantees. But because the cruise was so cheap, even if I missed the cruise, I could go to Australia and spend a couple of weeks there, and still come out ahead. So for me, it's not really a problem.
Jennifer's saying $1,200 a feet.
The biggest problem with coming across here is 14 hours.
Now when you're in a lay flat bed.
Yeah, I know. That's why I hate you. That's why I hate you.
Yeah. He's not helping his case out at all, Sean.
No. But having said that, once you get here, man, you're just going to have absolute ball.
I really enjoyed my time in Sydney. I really enjoyed it. So it makes me want to see other parts. Melbourne. What's the one place?
Miming over there.
I was trying to think of the one place. There's another city that it was a TV show called Psych, and they always talked about a city over in Australia. I can't think of the name of it.
Perth or Adelaide?
Perth, I believe.
Perth is West Coast. It's like
Meg said she wanted to be a flight attendant, but she was too short.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, Meg, we can fix that, right?
Put some stilts on her.
Yep.
Yeah, Jennifer from Embarkation Nation. Her aunt and uncle are on the same cruise that I'm on. Leaving out of.
Yeah, she's saying only $1,200.
Well, I got a little better price than that, but.
Yeah, but $1,200 is still a cheap cruise. I mean, it's 21 days?
No, she's saying $1,200 for the airfare.
Oh, airfare.
Oh, is that
even that's cheap?
Oh, is that what she's saying? Airfare?
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking $5,000-$6,000.
$2,400 for airfare. That's
airfares for the two of us cost the best part of $6,000.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they got it for $2,400, then that's not that bad.
Well, it's only one way. It's not a round trip ticket.
Oh, okay, because you're going.
Way.
Okay.
We fly over there and cruise back.
Yeah, crap.
But even then, that's still cheap. Because for us to have done that one way, it would have been closer to $2,000 a person.
Got you. Okay, yeah. Jefferson saying that's airfare.
Aussie dollars is expensive.
Yeah. That's most of the places that I went when I was in Sydney, I used my credit card because then they gave me whatever the current bank rate is on the exchange.
Yep. We use a credit card called Worldwide Card.
Yeah.
Where we can keep multiple currencies on it.
Yeah.
It just makes it so much easier.
It does. It really does.
So my Capital One Venture card, when I was in Canada and all, I mean, I don't know what the deal is as far as, I don't have any issues using it in other countries and stuff. But what are you saying? You have to use a card with something else?
No, well, for us, because we're in Aussie dollars, for us to go over to US, we can load it with US dollars and spend it like a credit card. The only downside for us was we were using it on the Carnival when we were on the Horizon. We did our cruise. I was using it there quite happily. They could gladly take money out, but when it came to actually paying us back, they send us a check in US dollars.
Okay.
And I can't cash US dollars in an Aussie bank.
Yeah, I got you.
Really? Really? So you can't cash like a US check over there and get the exchange rate?
Correct.
Okay.
So if you're doing conversions, you're better off bringing in a credit card, or
Yeah.
you use something like this worldwide card, or else you take physical cash and you change it
Right.
over.
Well,
They'll do that.
I found like using the credit card gave me my best exchange rates. Trying to go to, I guess if you go to some of these banks, if I went to a bank in Sydney, I probably could have got a decent exchange rate. But some of these other places, the worst place to get an exchange rate is like the airport. They just rob you with the rate.
Correct. Now, in terms of banking, we don't have as many. Like you could have a city that has a bank in the US. Here, banks are under a lot of legislation. So a bank here has to be registered as a bank. We've probably got about 6 major banks, and a few others have been swallowed by the majors, but they still operate as independents. So, and they are all government backed. So if a bank did actually suffer bad times, the government has legislated that they would back it and support it. So you can't go into a bank. You can go into a bank, and if the bank has a run, they've got to be able to have insurance that'll cover that run.
Yours are good for $200,000 now, I think.
Yeah, 200, 250, something like that. 250,000.
Used to only be 100,000.
Guaranteed.
So Warmstrong's got to put his money in like 10 different banks.
What?
I said Bill's got to put his money in like 10 different banks.
Not me.
Insured me.
I'm poor. I was just a civil servant. I'm poor, but luckily for me, I worked for Delta Airlines for a little bit, so I fly for free. And Carnival, I gambled a little bit on that, and they're giving away cruises for $100. So I'm able to travel like I, have money, but really I'm just getting good rates and airfare. I don't pay airfare. So for me to go
with you in the casino on the booze cruise and just slip my card in on yours, and every once in a while see if I can earn some of your credit.
I don't gamble that much, Mike. I'll gamble, and when I say I don't gamble that much, let's say on a booze cruise, I may take $300 or $400 to gamble. If I win, I gamble more, but if I lose, I'm done.
Yeah.
So I really don't gamble that much. But again, in 3 to 6 months, they start giving me more offers. I don't get the good offers. I get free interior room. Well, they don't even give me the free interior room. What they do is pay $100 and get $100 onboard credit. So I mean, it's technically free, but it's an onboard credit.
I'll take that. I mean, I'm paying full price for rooms and still spending $400 in a casino.
Booze cruise though wasn't like that. Booze cruise I actually paid for it, but I did have a deal from the casino where I got like $500 onboard credit. So it wasn't the best deal, but I got $500 onboard credit, so it helps out.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things, if you do come to Australia, you've got to have. So, if we come to the US, we need to have an ESTA document, ESTA.
Yeah.
Coming to Australia, you need an ETA document, ETA.
Yep. And luckily for me, I had one in September, so it's still good for a year. So I'm good.
Yep. So it beats you having to go and get a visa.
Yeah. Fiji just dropped because you had to have insurance to cover you if you got off the ship in Fiji.
Yep.
They just recently dropped that requirement, so you don't need the insurance anymore.
Yeah, but what I would suggest is get the medical.
All right, then I'm still going to get it. And matter of fact, I think the French Polynesian, Tahiti, Moorea, they may still need the insurance, the proof of insurance, if you want to get off there. But for something like this, for being that far away from the States, definitely get the 40. I think Carnival offers like $49 or something like that.
Travel insurance is really a must. It's critical because at the end of the day, when you're there, they fly you into an Aussie hospital, or they fly you you want to be where you can get good medical attention. So you're better off getting the medical.
The one thing I have over here is called Blue Cross Blue Shield. It's one of their top plans. So one of the things I did call to check, and in case of emergency, I can go anywhere in the world, and they'll take care of it. So, but it has to be an emergency. It could, if it's not an emergency, they're not going to take care of it. But an emergency, then I'm good for it. But I'm still going to get the insurance though.
Hey, Clocky, I've got a way you can get here real cheap.
Sea container?
No, well, no. Rather than paying for the family, just come on your own.
Uh-oh.
So you do understand that I did the vloggers cruise by myself.
No, mate, I didn't realize that. But hey,
Yeah.
you're still in the house.
Yeah. So it's not totally out of the question.
Okay.
Especially when she works at a casino, and the only day off of the year that she cannot take off is New Year's Day.
Well, guess what?
she
She's
did
not
just
coming
take
to
a,
Australia then, I guess.
She just took a different job, and it's more lenient now. So
Yep.
I don't think she's going to have that issue. But yeah, for the last 6 or 7 years, however long she's worked there, she's not ever been able to have a New Year's day off.
That's hard.
New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, actually.
Right.
That's hard.
Makes it. I feel Ricky steaming. No, she's sleeping. She's snoring. That's what you probably feel her snoring.
Mate, we're not getting any earth-shattering stuff happening down here, so that's okay.
You'll have to wear the Ricky pants. Sean, did you see that short I put out?
Did I see the short?
My wife got me a pair of pants with her face all over it.
Oh yeah.
For our anniversary, cotton anniversary. And so I took them on the vloggers cruise with me because we were on a live one day and Eddie said something about something, and my wife said, "Well, why don't you show him the pants?" So I showed Eddie the pants, and he said, "You need to bring those with you." Well, me and Eddie were so far separated on the ship, we never got to do anything with it. So I got up one morning at like 5 a.m, and I said, "Well, I brought these things. I might as well do something with it." So I did a short. Did you know, like how luggage will travel does? I said, "Hey,
yeah.
did you know there's ways to take your family with you, even if they can't make the trip? Like these pants." And I panned down the pants, and I panned back up and said, "Well, if you didn't, now you do."
That's too funny.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's going to be something we could use. That's awesome.
Yep, I figured I'd make something out of it.
Yep. Did it go viral?
No, not so much. I was hoping.
That's funny how
would be the one that did.
That's funny how I heard you guys talking earlier about like things getting a lot of views and things like that. It's strange how things that you don't think are going to do well, they do really well, and things that you put your heart and soul into, a couple people watch. It's amazing.
Yeah. Well, people will go for what they want.
They do for whatever reason.
How are you enjoying the EV Mark?
2,500 subscribers in like a month and a half.
How do you do that?
Say it again. Oh, Rambling, George.
Yeah, he had a video go viral. He said it's got like almost 250,000 views or something.
And they do. I mean, they do. You do get a lot of subscribers. Only problem with that is it doesn't really help you with your watch time, and a lot of those people don't come back to your long content.
Yeah. Well, do you even have to worry about your watch time after you hit your hours?
You always have to worry about it. Your hours are only good for 365 days. They start taking them away from you. They don't necessarily, demonetize you if it drops below, but you have to keep putting out. You have to keep putting out content. You have to keep showing that you're still an active channel.
Yeah.
That's my understanding. I'm not monetized, so but that's my understanding.
I got you. And you did see that, like, you will get money off your shorts and stuff, even if you don't hit the 40 million views on shorts.
I have not seen that.
Yeah,
I
they
heard.
all make money on their shorts. That whole conversation I was having with everybody,
I didn't
because
hear that part.
yeah, it's one or the other. Either you hit the 40 million views on your shorts, or you have the 4,000 hours of watch time and the thousand.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you have to have 1,000 subscribers, and it's 4,000 watch hours or 10 million views within 90 days.
Yeah. So it's one or the other. So as long as you hit the 4,000 watch hours, then you're good to go, and you make money on both.
Really?
I think I'll go for the 4,000 hours before I actually make do anything decent with the shorts. To be
Yeah.
Oh
honest,
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I will.
I haven't got a hope's chance in hell of anybody coming and watching my 10 million views.
I didn't know. So if you become monetized, you get paid for the shorts too.
Yep.
I did not know that.
And I can guarantee I'm gonna be throwing a million shorts out there.
I was about to say. I mean, now I have to start looking at really throwing up a lot of shorts later on, especially when you get monetized. But
Yep.
The best thing I did was about maybe a little over a month ago. I started doing these live. Well, Mike, you know, I started doing these lives, and Sean, I met you with the EV Marks when I was trying to find out which streaming process I wanted to use, and I mean, I've been getting like viewers from a lot of different places. My watch hours are growing, so it's been good for me. I really like it, and yeah, people are watching my older videos, so I've been having a pretty good time.
I'll tell you what, though, I'll go and look at some of my older videos and I start cringing. Did I really do that?
Yeah.
Meg says she's gonna send you some shorts for your
Thanks, Meg. Listen, Meg, the problem is if I have a pair of shorts with your face on it, Ilana's going to ask a bucket load of questions.
I should post that video in there.
You should actually. What's Cruz and Koozie saying? Don't have the creativity, nor does he do his. Nor do me, nor do my wife have a body that will get 10 million views. Well, you never know. There's strange people out there, Cruz and Koozies.
Yeah, you never know. But this one lady had somebody had broken ankle, and they were setting the ankle, and it was a short. She took a short, and it got like 6 million views, and she got like 4,000 subscribers from that.
It's crazy how things work. I wish I had the I don't know. I wish I had the secret formula.
I wish we all had the secret formula, right?
Don't we?
Because rather than doing push-ups as in CPR, I'd definitely be traveling around and vlogging my left hand off.
That is a good thing.
Yep.
I can remember one of my shorts. I got like 5,000 or 6,000 views, and I think it was a picture of a kangaroo, or it was like when I was in Sydney. It was like a kangaroo picture, or one of those animal pictures. And I mean, for whatever 6,000, it did 6,000 like in, let's say, 45 minutes, and then it just died.
Yeah. Hey, did you get a chance to go to Australia Zoo when you were here, Bill?
I did not. I went to Featherdale Wildlife Park, I believe, for sanctuary, and I went there instead. I wish I went to the zoo, but I wound up somebody else was booking it, so I wound up going with them to Featherdale.
So the next time you go into Sydney, Here's a bit of an excursion for you. You go to the Captain Cook tour place, and what you can do is you can get a cruise that takes you around the harbour, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you also get a freebie. You also get a ticket as part of it. You get a ticket, and it gives you to one location or another, and then you can just trip on it as you wish. But you go into you get a ticket for Taronga Zoo,
Toronto Zoo.
right? And so what happens is the boat goes from Circular Quay, which is where all the ships come on in,
Mm-hmm.
and it goes up to Taronga Zoo. There's a pier there. You jump off there, and then you go inside, and you take a cable car up into the zoo area, and then you look back at Sydney Harbour. Man, those animals have the most incredible view of Sydney Harbour.
That's what I heard.
You want to do that, and then you can spend the day there, and you go around and you watch. They've got a seal enclosure. They've got a dolphin enclosure. They've got birds of prey that go flying around. They do a show with that, and you just have a look, and you'll go, "Oh my God, this is awesome! It is just so beautiful."
Yeah, hopefully the next time I'm down there, hopefully that's where I can go spend a day there, because I like going to the zoos.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate it, cruising koozies. Thanks for coming into the lives and stuff.
Cruising koozies they're everywhere.
Yeah. Hey, Sean, I posted that link a couple seconds ago up there. If you want to hit that thing,
I'll hit it. I will put it somewhere else so that I don't start looking at it now. Oh my God! Hit the right button, will you?
You broke it.
Okay, let me do that.
Somebody said, blah, 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 blah. Who was that? Cruising Koozie says, Meg, my wife tried to shoot a short with her side job, but her boss said no. He didn't want her to use his restaurant in it. It's a tiny restaurant. Mike, was it you that was trying to film somebody, like, was it pizza or something, cooking pizza? Like at a fair or something like that? So I was watching somebody's video, and they were filming somebody cooking a pizza, like at a fair, little truck food or whatever. And they said, no, we don't want you filming our food. I'm like, he's trying to give you free advertisement. Why would you want him to film your?
My point exactly.
So they went to someplace else.
Yeah,
that's my point exactly. I mean, people, they don't think, they don't think what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, it was just really weird.
NCL didn't think what they were doing when they wanted to deny us all the water we were supposed to get on the damn cruise ship.
Uh-huh. Well,
you got in your contract where you're going to give us all 6 waters, but then you're going to fight over 6 waters when you have 900 people. Well, you have at least 100 people recording everything that's going on. A lot of the people on there, even if they were fans, a lot of them recorded a bunch of stuff because they were kind of in the limbo of, should I start a YouTube channel? Should I not start a YouTube channel? So even though there was only 100 channels on there was probably another 50 or 25 at least that are thinking about starting one and may start one now.
Mm.
Well, in the beginning, I heard a lot of negative things about Norwegian Cruise Line, and again, it's like they just dropped the ball on that one. I don't think maybe they didn't realize the publicity that they could get or whatever, but they I guess they didn't go to one of the ports and then didn't just refund the money. You had to go up there and request a refund.
You had to go request your $10 refund. Yep. And then at the end, if you had any kind of credit on your thing, you had to get out of line and go stand in another line and get paid back in cash. Instead of just them crediting your credit card.
But one of the things I've been noticing is that in Europe, MSC has not been traveling too well in terms of publicity either.
Maybe that's why they're trying to come over here.
Maybe. So
I still want to try that the World America when it comes out of here. The World Europa. Damn it, I can't remember his name. Somebody that's on my list of channels. They just went on the World Europa, which I think was the first sailing, and did a ship tour and everything, and it looked very cool.
Yeah.
yeah, it takes. I mean, it takes all types. You can't please everybody all the time. So a cruise line can do the best they possibly can. You either join the crew or you don't join the crew. What can I say?
Yeah, I think
It's half
they.
the fun.
I don't know. I think they look at the fact that they're worldwide, and this might be more of a niche for like most people in America watch the YouTube stuff. But I mean, it's really worldwide on as far as the YouTube goes too. But I don't know what the hell they were thinking.
Yeah, well, all I know is that we in Australia generally get the hand-me-down ships.
That is true.
It's because you keep putting so much restrictions on going.
No, this was before the restrictions. Australia is the second largest cruising community in the world
Is
per
it?
capita, and we end up with the Carnival Splendor, not the Horizon or
Better than
the.
the Legend.
Hey, it's all the second-hand ships. We want the
Yeah.
new ones. I mean, we got the, what was it? Not the Splendor, the other one, the Spirit. Well, the Spirit ain't here no more. There's no more Spirit in Carnival Spirit, right? It's on some scrap heap in India.
It does suck because all these sweet ships they're making. I mean, they're all gonna have to go somewhere pretty soon because they're making
Eventually.
so many of them, and it's they're gonna have to spread them out somewhere.
Correct. There's a limit to how much money can be gained. I mean, okay, we're thinking there's a bucket load of money lost since the pandemic. Okay, I get that. But there's a limit to how much money average Joe Blow can spend on a cruise and pay off a ship of that size. They've got to go somewhere else. They've got to do it. Spread the love around.
Yeah. Well, but the Icon, I mean, it sold out, in hours, and they were charging top dollar.
And way higher what they needed to.
Yeah.
Yes, but the Icon is like a new ship. So in the next year, it'll be sold out. And then it's going to start emptying out spaces because, hey, not everybody wants to go. There's another new, greater, bigger, better ship coming out.
Icon 2 is going to be out a year later.
Well, but again, I mean, it takes a while for those not Carnival, Royal Caribbean. They actually have ships that are like destinations. So even like Wonder of the Seas, it's not the newest ship anymore, but people still want to go on that ship. So they did it right. A Carnival
Their
ship,
newest ship right now.
Like you said, like Horizon. Well, Horizon is like one of the second newest class of ships that they have the XL class. But again, it looks like almost like every other Carnival ship, slightly better, but like the older ships.
Yep.
It would be nice to see Australia get an XL class ship while they're still new, while that class is still going on.
Correct. I mean, what did we get? Carnival Luminosa.
Right.
A hand-me-down from a cruise line who's. I mean, I'm not knocking you, Bill, because you.
Hey, yes, you are. I gotta take that for 22 days, but I'm looking forward to seeing it. But I know what you mean.
The,
At the end of it,
Wonder was supposed to go to Asia.
Yeah, well, I suppose there was a cruise ship that was meant to go into Haifa in Israel, but then they started throwing bombs across and then changed that one.
So, in 2024, you got Icon of the Seas coming out, You got Utopia, the Seas coming out. That's an Oasis class ship and then the Icon class ship. In 2025, you got the second Icon coming out. In 2026, you got the third Icon coming out. And they don't know whether or not they're going to order any more Oasis class ships.
Yeah. Good night,
you have
Meg.
4 brand new ships in 3 years.
See you, Meg.
Bye-bye, Meg.
There's a good kid.
She's another one that's everywhere.
Yep.
And everybody makes her a moderator.
Yeah, she does. She does it because she does a good job too. Actually,
Yeah.
she's
Eddie
going to
was,
bed early.
Eddie was complaining earlier because we all got Nightbot.
Yeah.
Put Nightbot in their thing. And I said, Eddie, you worried about it taking your job? He said, yeah.
Wow.
He said,
I don't have Nightbot. I got
my
Stream
mind's a
Elements.
lot of money.
Yeah, I've got Stream Elements. I'm just trying to figure out how to do what Nightbot does by putting the. I know it's one of the other RV channels uses Stream Elements to do it, and I got to figure out how to do it properly.
Yeah, Mike, I want to know how you did that. You drop, like, please subscribe or something. You have Nightbot dropping something
It's just
else.
on timer. It's very easy. That
Oh,
one's
you
a very
used-
easy one. And
Yeah,
then
you
I
use
got
Elements. Stream
this one here
Elements.
too.
Yeah.
So hashtag Chuck Norris didn't work, but hashtag dad joke.
Yeah.
Let's see what we get this time. Oh, she beat me to it.
Riveting. Okay, yeah. And I saw that because it has
There's a whole bunch of different ones you can get, like how many days till Christmas,
right?
Something about dogs, something about cats. But maybe if I get a little closer to Christmas, I might do the Christmas one. But I wasn't.
Right.
I was trying to get funny ones.
So, guys, I want to thank you very much. I need to drop down. I need to go and see my parents before it gets dark. And get my parents organized on their initial or inaugural cruise for them.
Yep.
Coming up in 30-something days. So I want to say good night and thanks. And I'm going to catch you guys around the traps. And look, come down, do the cruise. 2nd of January 2025, Celebrity Edge. Come on down.
All right, Sean, take care.
You're selling it very much. Thanks for coming.
Have fun. Thanks for having me.
Yep. See ya. Thanks. He's definitely a salesman.
He is. Well, you have to be, and I that's another thing. I just realized, how much you have to sell yourself. People aren't going to just come in and say, "Oh, I love your channel." Oh, you got to get up there and actually sell yourself.
I'm too quiet most of the time to sell myself.
Mike, I'm the same way. I'm trying to get over that. And I try to go on, or at least go into a lot of different chats now and different channels, just to see. Matter of fact, I've been knowing George for a while. I went to look up his page tonight, and they saw that I wasn't subscribed, so I'm gonna go back and subscribe to him, and I'm watch more videos and whatever. I don't know what happened, why it didn't connect. So Fearless Rambler, I'm gonna go make sure I reconnect with him.
Yeah, I find all the time where it doesn't, like something doesn't stick or something. Even ones that I watch, that and I'll get I won't get alerts right away. Like 10 minutes after a live starts, I'll get an alert saying this person went live. I'm like, okay. When I click on it, it's been 10 minutes that you've been live.
And that's kind of the thing. Like that's when I went back to look. They dropped the link. I said, let me look, because I don't remember seeing I don't remember ever seeing anything like a notification from them. So I said, let me go back and check and see. And sure enough, when I went back to check, I didn't see anything. I wasn't subscribed. So, and you always see George around. He's in everybody's chats and stuff like that. So a good person to get to know. And you guys had such good who was RV weekend. You guys had such good input or good information.
I just sit there and listen.
Yeah, man,
Them
I
two
was
had
literally
good information.
sitting here listening, and there was somebody else.
It was me and Andrew listening.
Yeah,
We were taking notes.
You had somebody in the chat, and I don't remember the name.
Cruise Nuts was
Cruise Nuts, but I know Cruise Nuts. It was somebody else. I think it started with
Lovey.
J. Lovey. Because I did look them up also. I'm not connected, so I'm gonna connect with them too.
He's a good one too. Yeah,
I love the information they were putting out, and you always try to. For me, I always try to learn, and when people start talking about the analytics and things like that, I like to listen.
So when I got turned on to this whole cruise community, I ended up stumbling upon. So I was on a cruise with Howie Cruise, but I never actually got to meet them.
Yeah, I got to meet them.
And so I ended up joining their live one night on their Monday Night Live or whatever, and they were doing a guys' night that night because the women were out doing something else or something like that. But it was him, Have Luggage Will Travel, Lovey's Fat Life, Blaine from Rayleigh Creative Travel, and I think one other person. So I mean, it was a heck of a panel up.
Yeah. No, and I like that again. And all the guys, I was lucky enough to meet Howie Cruise. I haven't met Have Luggage Will Travel yet, but I want to meet them. They seem like really nice people.
Eddie from Huddle was the other one.
Eddie, he doesn't live too far from me, so we met on the Carnival Celebration, and we talked for a lot.
Yep.
So
him and Laura didn't stop talking about you the whole time I was up there hanging out with them.
Oh, that's good.
Said that
they're good people.
They're looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, when I go to Alaska, May 4th, we go to Alaska. I think they're going on a different ship, but I think we meet up in Juneau. So I got to see what's going on in Juneau.
Okay.
I think Juneau is the place though where I'm getting on a helicopter ride. So I want to see. We'll see if I can catch up with them.
I got you. Yeah, helicopter ride would be pretty cool, I think.
I think so. And again, I was looking at Lovey's channel, and I just glancing through it, and maybe George, and they put out a lot of content. I mean, like content after content after content. They put out quite a bit, and I think that's probably like the best way to do it. Videos, 300, 400, 500 views. You get 2 or 3 times a week. I think Lovey had a couple of 1,000 and 2,000 views. Some of them went maybe a little bit higher, but like on average.
Yeah.
But they put out so much content. You can see how they reach so many people.
That's what I was trying to. I would try to get enough content with shorts that I was doing a short every day in between my full length. That way, it was at least something coming out every day.
Right.
And I did that at first, and then I don't know why I slacked off, because when I picked back up again, I gained 10 subscribers in like a matter of like a day or two.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why did I stop doing this? And then I stopped doing it again. So I really need to sit down and break down a bunch of shorts and schedule them for a week or 2 weeks.
Right.
Just have one come out every day. My graphic time is like 5 or 6 p.m. is like when my peak time when everybody's watching.
Right.
So I just scheduled like 2 weeks worth and then just so often update it.
One thing that I didn't realize, like what you said as far as getting paid for the shorts. I mean that's a game changer. Because I stopped really doing the shorts because I didn't think it's like I'm never going to reach the 10 million views or whatever. I'll never reach that. I'd never get paid for shorts.
Yeah.
But by knowing that, because some of my better videos, some of my most viewed videos are my shorts. So
And George
I'll
said he's doing all kinds of different experiment with it.
yeah,
He'll do the
I mean,
same
I will
video,
too.
and he'll do like 10 different releases, the same one, and just tweaking it just a hair, just to see if
I never thought about that. That's smart.
it releases a different way. Which I
Different-
mean, I know there's a lot of TikTokers that do that. If you look through their reels and stuff, it'll be
Yeah.
10 of them doing the same dance, same clothes, same everything, and they'll get a ton of views on them.
Well, I'm going to start looking at that. Because I guess it's different than, like, YouTube. You don't want to put out the same video twice, or the same. Well, at least I don't.
Well, shorts
but,
doesn't really matter because you don't know that you're not going to have the same person see your.
I didn't think
more than
I didn't
one,
think of it like that.
unless they're actually going in and looking for your shorts.
House of said YouTube is going to charge $15 a month for the music for shorts. Ooh. Oh boy.
Yeah, I've never heard that one because they said they broke it down to where you get very little on your money from shorts because they take your short is divided upon how many videos it is in between each commercial, and then it's divided. Almost half of it goes straight to the music.
Okay.
So half your money right off the bat goes to music, and then the other half is divided among if it's 4 videos in between each commercial or whatever, then the 4 people share the other half.
That's interesting. It makes sense because I was wondering that because one night I shared my own short and I got a copyright claim because whatever song I had in the short played over YouTube and they didn't like that. So I got a copyright claim.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
some of them, it doesn't make any sense because it's their music and I'm only doing
that's what
seconds and everything else. But it's still like, I don't know why one will say copyright claim and one won't, but they're still going to take the money for all of them anyway.
Good night, Jennifer.
Yeah, good night.
So yeah,
I kind of enjoy making the shorts. I wish like I said, I wish my wife would do some more because she makes awesome shorts.
Yeah,
she can cut them up and do like pictures along with the things.
Yeah,
and she knows exactly how to do them.
I did that. Yeah, one of my shorts it was my upcoming cruises, and I added music to it, and so like every 3 seconds I put up another like from Shipmate, the picture from Shipmate, and I did a short like that. I forget it must have got about 500 views.
Oh, okay.
458. So again, you never know what's gonna hit and what's not gonna hit. So
I put out 2 today from the cruise. They were doing crew were reenacting movies, and they reenacted Titanic, and it was a guy dressed up as a woman, and then another guy acting like Jack, and it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
And I did 2 shorts, and one got like 500 views, and the other one got like 1,500 or 1,700 views. So it hit decent. Both of them did.
Yeah,
it's pretty funny.
I was going to ask Jennifer. Jennifer and Andrew put out one today, and it was they did the behind the scene at the brewery on Carnival Ship, the Red Frog Brewery or whatever. Okay. And I think Andrew is getting like a beer from one of the kegs, but it was only like 7 seconds, and it's like as soon as he gets ready to drink it, it's cut off. I'm like, what happened to the other part of the video? Because it was like a short, but it was like 7 seconds.
Yeah. They have weird rules on their on the shorts. So I don't know whether the 7-second ones count or not. You can post them on there, but
yeah,
I was told it has to be 15 to a minute.
Really?
Yeah, and it can't be. I was told that some things won't even acknowledge if it's a vertical. If you shoot it in vertical and try to do it that way, you know how it cuts the sides off.
Yeah.
It won't. You won't get any traction. They won't put it in the file to circulate. But I'm
Really?
listening to people that may be telling me all the wrong stuff too. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell.
I'm trying to think. Like on my shorts, because a lot of times my shorts, I take regular video and format it to short the vertical format.
Yeah, I'll do that on some of them, but a lot of times when I'm filming nowadays,
Mm-hmm.
I'll film both ways. I'll sit there and I'll pan across this way, and then I'll turn my camera over this way and do another one. So I have twice the footage of
Which
everything.
makes sense. I've never done that, and that makes sense.
Sometimes I got to remember to do it because every once in a while I'll just hit it and then forget to do the other way. But it at least gives me a little bit something to play with. And like I said, I was getting big hits on when I was in the theme parks. It seemed like it was almost triggering me being in a theme park, sent it up the list a little higher. So
Okay.
I was trying to start sending them out as I was in the theme park, and trying to upload them right away.
Yeah. I mean, again, that's why I like listening to people to see, what their impression is of what's the best way to do it and how.
She said, Cruising Koozie said, I noticed 10 seconds or less, we get more views and more subs.
10 seconds or less.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I wish there was a book that we could read that actually had exactly what they're doing, because you hear one person says one way and then one person says the total exact opposite.
Right. Well, and you kind of get in the habit of whatever worked for you. It's like, well, that's the way it has to be. And then somebody else say, no. When I did it like that, it didn't happen.
Well, I seen today that I found out in the last 2 days that tags, don't put as many tags as you can, because I did it on the first couple video. Well, the first video I threw out on the ship, I didn't have it, and I had 6,800 views on that one. I only had a few tags on it. I added a few the next day or the 2 days after, and it slowed way down.
Right.
Then all the rest of them, I put all the tags that I could think of in it, and I filled up the whole 500 segments or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, these last 2 videos I put out the last 2 days, I put like 5 tags total in it, and my video I put out on Thursday is slowly climbing, and the one I put out in the last 2 days, both of them are almost getting ready to pass that one.
Okay.
So that one had all the tags. These 2 only had 5.
Right.
And it's getting ready to pass those.
Right.
So I'm starting to think that I definitely need to cut all my tags down.
I've gone, both ways with the tags. Sometimes I put them on there and it does well. Sometimes I put them on there that it doesn't do well.
Oh, and also he said they also put some of your tags into the description, you don't have to so much put it as a tag, just write it in as information.
Right.
And it'll still scan through your description and throw that up there in there. And then just use the tags as misspelled words and stuff.
I was about to say, somebody on your panel said, or in the chat, somebody said that put a slight variation of the word from your title in description, like the common misspelling of a word. So when people look it up, that hits on that too. So that made sense.
So I'm going to try that on some of them. I may do some shorts tomorrow before the live, maybe shoot out some stuff like that, and try a couple different ways. So I still have so much I still have footage from my Wonder cruise in March last year.
Wow.
I mean, I have stuff, a ton of stuff, and then I had the Wonder, then I had the cruise in June, then I had Disney, and then I had the cruise in October, and now I
Yeah.
have Vloggers cruise. So I have so much stuff to put out. It didn't fit.
Right. You got to put it out there, Mike.
Yeah, I'm just such a slacker on editing stuff. 'Cause there for a while, I'm like, okay, I only want to put out one video a week. That way, I know I have enough to keep me busy till the next one.
Right.
Well, I'm thinking I only have 40 days till the next cruise. If I only put out one a week, that's only a few more videos. So I
Right.
definitely have way more than that.
Yep.
Down to 5 in the chat.
Yeah, Mike, and I'm getting ready to get off here.
Yeah, I'm going to too.
It's been a long day for
I'm
me.
tired. I got 3 hours and 10 minutes into it.
Oh, good for you.
So,
hey, get the watch hours while you can.
Yep.
I don't know how you're doing on watch hours. I think I'm up to somewhere a little over 2,800, probably going about 2,900. So.
Okay. I was at 2458, I think, before I got on here.
Okay. I think that last I did a live yesterday, so I think if it counted that into it, I think I get close to
Now
2,900.
Based off what Lovey said, it's an hour for an hour. So if somebody watches for an hour, you get an hour credit for that.
Okay. Somehow I thought it was probably a little less than that, because it seems like if I did an hour, it seems like I got credit for more watch time than what people actually watch. But an hour for an hour would make sense.
Yeah, you got to watch, like, because some people aren't in there right away and everything else like that. So they may only been in there for 45 minutes of an hour or something like that.
Yeah. So,
but
Mike, enjoy the rest of your night, and I will talk to you tomorrow.
Yep, I appreciate it.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
Crews and Koozies, appreciate it. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
Yep. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Good night. And I will talk to you tomorrow. 7 p.m. Eastern. Me and the wife will be on a live. So if you got time tomorrow, thanks for checking us out, and have a good night.